What's better than Monmouth Park, early June, everything we could ever want and ask for in one place. Haskell Preview Day. Dan Tordjman, America's Best Racing. Jessica Paquette, good to see you again, my friend.
It is wonderful to be here. This is one of my favorite days on the racing calendar every year.
Well, why is that?
Because I get to hang out with you.
All right. Well, I knew you were going to say that, so that's I'm glad you literally stuck to the script.
You're welcome.
That was very well done. So, guys, if you're watching from home, you're like, what are these guys doing? What are they talking about? We got 4 stakes races here. These stakes races are setup races, essentially, for the big day here, which is Haskell Day. The big one is the Pegasus Stakes. The winner of that race will go to the Haskell. We've also got a couple of races coming up here. Race 4 is the Eatontown Stakes. Then we've got the Monmouth Stakes, which is another setup race for the United Nations on Haskell Day. And then we're going to take a little bit of a break. We're going to actually keep showing you the races. We're going to step away for a little bit. That's around 3:30-ish. And then we'll come back with live coverage of the Salvator Mile, which is a really, really nice field.
Super field.
Right? Like, these next couple of races, not bad.
This is a great way to spend a day. The racing's great, company's good, and Monmouth is one of my favorite racetracks. It has so much charm. If you have never made the trip out, make sure you do at some point this summer. The banners that hang in the grandstand are one of my favorite things.
Yeah, it's got a retro feel to it. Real retro feel.
It feels like a proper racetrack.
It really does. It's sweet. It's amazing. We're close to the beach. I'm sure there are a lot of people watching at home who are excited because it's also World Cup time and also because the Knicks are playing tonight. So I've already told Jessica if I just kind of lose focus, if I space out, it's because my mind has drifted off to some of these other things.
If I was playing the role of paddock analyst talking about Dan today, I would say he is washing out just a little bit. He's on the muscle. He is real keen about what's happening later. He would need blinkers on, perhaps, today.
Yeah,
Maybe a shadow roll, something to keep us a little focused. I'm a Celtics fan, so.
Well,
I know.
Well, there's always next year.
Sure is.
All right, so let's just take a quick peek at. Let's see if we could pull this off here. There it is. We've got side-by-side action here. You're going to get to watch the races with us. We're also just eating and drinking while we're doing this.
Possibly taking phone calls.
Possibly taking phone. We encourage you to do the same. Jump in the chat. Let us know who you like. Let us know who you're picking. Real quick, because we're going to bring on a guest here in a few minutes to talk about the Pegasus Stakes. He's actually got a horse in that race. What did you think about the Eatontown Stakes, the race 4 coming up?
I think this is a real interesting race, but from a pace perspective, to me, all roads lead to Give Me Another for Graham Motion. I think this horse, with the amount of speed that she has to the inside, I think she might just get real brave on the front end. I tried to find any way around that, thinking she'd be a very short price, which she is at 2-1, but she looks kind of obvious in this spot.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Because there was there were 2 scratches, the 3 and the 5 are both scratched. And so that brings us down to a field of 6. Not a ton of speed in the race, as you said. Certainly makes sense that that horse from the rail could go. Miguel Clement's horse, the 4-horse Don't Jinx It, got a bit of speed as well. Could potentially go.
Well, and Creative Stuff on the turf also does have some speed, but that's just a big question mark from a class perspective, I think, whether she is quick enough to go with that horse to her inside.
Yep. And then obviously you got a couple of really, really super classy filly in, or mare rather, in Whiskey Decision, the 7-horse. Chad Brown also has the 6-horse Greyosh. Chad Brown, last 3 years here, 19 starters in turf-graded stakes races at Monmouth Park. Of those 19 starters, 8 of them have won, and 12 have finished in the money. So you probably don't want to leave that horse off your ticket. We're saying hi to Matt Dinnerman now. He
survived some travel perils to make it here.
He did. He's going to be joining us in a little bit, but he's good. He looks great. You look great. You look amazing.
Let me tell you, though, as someone who's had, I value sleep more than anything in the world. Doing this job is so hard if you didn't sleep well.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a hard job.
You need your brain
period.
to work.
Yes, very much so. I need a solid 8 or 9 hours each night, and even then it's a little dicey.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine. I mean, if I was completely locked in.
He's also friendly and nice, and I am also not like that if I don't sleep properly.
He is that, yeah. Oh, Matt Dinnerman. He'll join us after the Pegasus. And we're going to bring on here in a moment one of the guys who I mentioned who has a horse running, BBN Racing. Brian Klatsky.
With a horse for Rusty Arnold.
The horse for Rusty Arnold. The horse is national charter, by the way. How's it going, Brian?
What's going on?
Good
Hello.
to see you. If you
Nice to see you.
Can you hear us well? If you don't, you can put that earpiece in. But if you could hear us well, then you're good.
I'm a
Just grab the
professional
mic.
loudmouth. I think everyone wishes they heard less of me sometimes.
So, Brian, I've already just expressed a little bit of my anxiety that I'm feeling about the Knicks tonight. Let's start there. You actually want to see more basketball. You don't want to see them close it out tonight.
I've never seen this Knicks mania in my whole life. I've been a Knicks fan since I grew up. Longtime season ticket holder. Gave them up 10 years ago and really regret it right now. But look, everybody is loving this and nobody wants it to end. If we lose tonight in San Antonio and you come back to New York, it's not a bad thing. I don't think they can lose 3 in a row. I know it's risky to say that, but it's a lot of fun right now.
I mean, that was sort of the mentality I had in the last Celtics-Sixers run was like, oh, they won't lose at home.
Yeah.
So, take the wins where you can get them.
Well, in horses, I agree with you.
Yeah, let's not waste any in horse racing. All right, speaking of that, BBN Racing, we caught up with you guys a couple months ago. Really interesting how you all came together. I figured we should start there for our audience who may not be familiar with you. How did this whole thing happen?
Well, it actually started here 25 years ago. I live locally here. I always wanted to buy a horse, and Ed Rosen has been a family friend. He is the bloodstock agent for Rapoli, been very close family friends. And I said, Ed, I want to, and his son Jeremy, we're very close. I said, I want to get into racing. What trainer should I use? And he's like, well, my son Jeremy's very good friends with Vicky Oliver. We were the same exact age, 29 years old. And he's like, they really do a good job. And I got introduced to Vicky back then. And we had horses together in partnership with her father, Watts Humphrey, for probably 15, 20 years. And through that, I got very close with Rusty and Braxton. And Braxton and I had always said one day we want to do this the right way to bring family and friends together. And that was really the origin, really here at Monmouth Park. And, we call ourselves BBN, not for the Giants Big Blue, but for Kentucky Big Blue. And it's...
You're getting cheers here. But as a New Yorker, and you are... totally an authentic New Yorker. You're talking with your hands a lot, like I do. So they've reminded me that just keep the mic close to your mouth. We'd hear you. Go ahead.
There's also a little bit of a Monmouth tie-in, with your horse here that some folks and fans might not know. Crystal Conning, who was the handicapper here, she's Rusty's assistant and doing a phenomenal job down in Kentucky, keeping everything going.
Well, Crystal's one of the original people at the BBN table. When we did our first crop of horses, she was out there shortlisting with us.
She's brilliant.
And so she's been a part of it since the beginning. And obviously her working here at Monmouth has been great. And then she's now with Rusty full time. So ironically, I had said to Rusty, do you need help with anything up here? And he's like, nope, we got Crystal to take care of New Jersey.
She's one of my best friends. And it's been so fun hearing kind of the progress behind the scenes with some of these horses too. So really rooting for you guys big time
Thank
today.
you.
Well, what should we know about this horse? National Charter, you're in the Pegasus Stakes. There's 4 other horses in the field. There was a scratch earlier. Actually, one of the speed horses was scratched. I'm assuming you didn't mind seeing that.
Well, I'll be honest with you. 2 weeks ago, when he, right after he came out of that race at Churchill, we had thrown the idea around the Pegasus, and Rusty's initial comment was, it's a great spot to stretch him out, but it's really coming back quick. And he did everything possible to talk us out of this race, and myself too, but the horse did everything we asked in the last 3 weeks. He actually came around to this race. He even before we put him on the van the other day, we're like, is it too soon? And Rusty's like, he's ready. So that's why we're here.
That's all you need. That's all you need. And so, I mean, is this is a horse can probably be in a couple different spots. There's a little bit of speed to your outside, but you probably assume that you'll be on the front or pretty close to.
Look, the family is really interesting. You have a half brother who won a 3-year-old prep race at 2 turns on the dirt, and you have another half brother that won $2 million races at Kentucky Downs sprinting on grass. So the dam clearly, I think, is telling us all grass, but with Constitution on top, we think he's a 2-turn horse. The way he galloped out at Churchill, I don't know if you can see that in the form there, but it was a really impressive gallop out. We think he wants to go further, and this is a good test. Yes, it's a strong field. I mean, John did a great job getting this group together. Last year we were here with Bracket Buster.
Oh yeah.
So to just sort of defend the race, we had such a great experience with the Pegasus last year. That's sort of why it was on our radar, and it's exciting to be back here for it.
Awesome. The Haskell. If you win this, you come back for the Haskell.
Well, from what we're hearing, this is going to be a loaded Haskell.
There's a race in September I could suggest.
Oh, yeah.
If you're thinking about maybe the Haskell coming up a little salty. Ours will come up salty too, but September 19th if you know where to be.
Last year, we ran in the Haskell with Bracket Buster after the Pegasus. He ran a good fourth. We had no intention of going to Traverse. And the way everybody set themselves up to go to Philly Park.
Yeah.
So all those horses
It's the place to
targeted,
be.
they were all scared of Sovereignty. And then when the racing office called and said, look, you guys can be 5 in the Traverse, and the way he ran, Bracket Buster runs 2nd in the Traverse. So talking about the Pennsylvania Derby, look, everything's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Let's let the horse tell us where he wants to go. He may tell us today that 2 turns isn't it and we end up at Kentucky Downs, or he goes on and we end up in Pennsylvania. So that's what's great about racing, is we just take it one race at a time and let them do the talking.
Well, and I think these second half of the year 3-year-olds that are just coming into their own are so interesting, and there's so much optimism. I think this is such an interesting, fun crop of 3-year-olds, but I think there are some stars that we have yet to see too.
I think that's what's great about racing, is everybody gets focused on that early 2-year-olds that are showing up in the Triple Crown, but by the end of the year, they're tired. And you have the late developing ones. You won't see it in the form, but we had National Charter entered at Kentucky Downs as a 2-year-old. And Rusty at the last minute was like, you know what? He's not a 2-year-old. Scratched him, put him away for a couple months. And I think that patience, doing the right thing by the horse, is probably why we're here today.
Horses will teach you patience awfully quick.
Yeah, we just saw that with Golden Tempo. Obviously, skipping the Preakness, a lot of people said, it's obviously a bummer because every year we want to see the Triple Crown horse. Obviously, the horse comes back at the Belmont, runs the massive race, and Cherie's validated. That whole team is validated. I just wonder, from you just as a fan, what's it been like to kind of watch this early season play out? It's been fun for us. Just kind of seeing the way the Triple Crown went down, and yeah.
Well, just to see the ratings and see this, everybody wants to talk doom and gloom for the sport, but when you come to these big days, I've never seen the sport more vibrant. And our partners are spread across the country. Their enthusiasm, exuberance for racing has never been higher. So, look, if you can just turn off Twitter and enjoy the sport, it's really a great time.
What do you know about that?
I have mostly gotten off Twitter, and I've never been happier. It is.
Yeah, I think it applies to all things in life. If you could just turn off Twitter.
Go touch grass, go interact with people, and you realize it's maybe not as bad as the internet makes it seem.
Yep.
So, and then this is not, PA Derby would be incredible. Any one of these big races coming up would be incredible. Again, just as a New Yorker though, it probably, the Traverse you mentioned, the Haskell, these are races as kids we kind of we watched and we were like, never imagined that you'd have a horse in those races.
Well, here's what's crazy. I grew up in Rumson, 5 miles from here. Mm-hmm. I had no interest in racing. My parents never brought me here, but I went to Skidmore in Saratoga for college.
Oh, wow.
And I played basketball there. And our first weekend as a team was Traverse Weekend, was Sea Hero. And I went opening weekend, and then we spent our entire freshman year at simulcast betting Aqueduct during lunch every day. But from there, that's how I got hooked. So then the next summer when I came back home, and the Haskell, I think it was Hansel ran, I said to my parents, how did you keep me away from this?
Yeah.
And that's what really got me intrigued. And I was 20, we're talking, I was 18, 19 years old. And then 10 years later, I bought my first horse here with Vicky.
Yeah, that's right. I remember you telling me, a couple of times that you came to it a little later, which is really, really interesting. And then now you're all in.
Yeah, all in. And I got to tell you, when you go and let these horses take you around the country, it's really special. Like last year, we went to Oklahoma Derby. I remember going with Vicky's late husband, Phil. We won a big race that chokes me up when I talk about. We won a great stake race at Pennsylvania, and it was a long 1.5-mile race, and that was early on when I got in, and those moments you never forget. So it's just what a horse can do, and introduce you to so many different people and places to go. It's what makes this sport really special for all of us.
That's what I often say, is that almost every person in my life has been through horses in some way, which is such an amazing thing. also like the relationships you get in the places they take you.
Yeah. We're excited today. I mean, I don't know if we're the best horse in the race, but I can tell you right now we're here because we really like our horse.
Is this your wife?
This is my girlfriend, Jen.
Okay. I mean, look at this guy. Look at this, talking about horses. He's got tears in his eyes. Very impressive. All right, Brian, thank you for your time. We're going to be watching you. We're going to look for you down in the paddock here in a little bit. National Charter is the horse. BBN Racing coming up at 2:52. So that's coming up. 36 minutes, 26 minutes. I suck at math. 36 minutes.
I was told there'd be no math.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, go grab a drink, settle down, and then good luck in the race.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Good
It's
luck.
good seeing you.
Guys.
All right, Brian. Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Thanks.
All right. We've got a couple of minutes left to the first of 4 stakes races here, the Eatontown Stakes. We talked about those scratches and where that leaves us, a little less speed in the race. Jessica's going with the 1. Is that right? Give me another.
Absolutely.
What's your pick?
Yes.
All right. I like the 7 Whiskey Decision. I think she's just super classy, and it was kind of disappointing last out at Churchill. I think she runs back to who she really is here. And the 4 Don't Jinx It I mentioned earlier. Miguel Clement, really strong numbers with horses coming back off a break like this. Also 41% with jockey Samuel Marin up. That seems like a high number.
Also 7-1 for I think is a way inflated price for a horse like this. And I understand coming in off of the layoff maybe is scaring some folks away, but that just seems like an awfully generous price.
Yeah, so those are the odds. Jessica just referenced the 4 Don't Jinx It at 7-1. Your favorite is Give Me Another. The 2 39-1 Creative Stuff you gave a shout to earlier. The 3 is Scratched. The 4 8-1. The 5 also Scratched. The 6 4-1. The 7 my pick. Oh, that's exciting.
Shock eating weasel.
Even money. The 8 38-1 Rewall. With Chantel Sutherland, who's back here. We had Chantel on our show here last year.
We sure did.
We did. All right, I'm grabbing a bite of pretzel. So tell the people a story.
Okay, well, so the only interesting story I have to tell. I mean, I have plenty of interesting stories. Just
steroid story.
Okay, so so some of you may know I broke my back 4 or 5 years ago. I mention it all the time. You could probably play a drinking game if you listen to my podcast. The amount of times I say that time I broke my back, but I have a super herniated disc, which I do not recommend. But I also refuse to get surgery because I don't have time for that. We race year round.
Very healthy.
Yeah, I mean, like a proper horse person, right? And my other horse is just coming back from an injury, so I'm not like missing saddle time right now for this back issue. So I finally convinced someone to give me a cortisone shot rather than just be like, girl, you really need surgery. So I got a cortisone shot about 10 days ago, and holy cow, it's life-changing. I feel like an entirely different person. However, for about 72 hours afterwards, I should have been quarantined. I had a very strong reaction to the steroids and had big feelings about the entire thing. I did bodybuilding in my early 20s, but I was a very natural bodybuilder. So I never did anything recreationally to enhance performance. I understand why bodybuilders are insane. Yeah. I do. I had roid rage for about 72 hours where I was mad about everything. And I feel like I'm usually like snarky but not mean.
Were you especially mean to any one person that you want to apologize to now?
I mean, I feel like I have a list.
Go ahead. You want to unfurl the...
Well, so when I apologized, I did apologize in the way that was, I'm sorry you felt that way. Because that is often how I apologize. It was, I'm sorry you did things to make me evil.
Yeah. Jesus.
But I did learn the lesson that next time I get a cortisone shot, I probably should self-isolate for everyone's well-being for about 72 hours afterwards. And let me tell you, we raced that Saturday, like 2 days after I got the shot. Mm-hmm. When a horse came out in sub-silks, I about lost it. I almost lost it for what... You wanted the story.
I did.
Yep.
I did. Now I'm going to bet. So I'm going to go bet on my phone. If you're watching, let us know what you're betting. What are you betting right now? This is the Eatontown Stakes. The 7 is my pick. Jessica likes the 1. And then we also talked about the 4. I'm thinking about doing maybe like a little 7-4 exacta with a little bit of 1 there in the mix.
See, and I'm going to use the 1 sort of as an anchor in my horizontals here.
Okay.
Because I think there are a couple of horses at maybe bigger prices later on that I like. And this time I'm just going to eat some, I mean, not chalk, but like short price here at 2-1.
All right. I'm looking at some of the comments. I don't even know what any of this means. So I don't know if we should put that on screen. Like, I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
So I don't know.
Hello to the manager.
Who's the manager?
I don't know.
Are you the manager?
I've been called a lot of things.
Are you the manager? Oh my God! All right, let me do a 4-7.
I also really enjoy that spelling of Haskell. That's a very creative way of spelling Haskell.
What do you mean?
Hazzkell.
Oh! I thought you meant here. I'm like looking at the screen. I was like, did we mess that up?
Horse racing.
Horse racing. Wait, let me see. I'm gonna edit this real quick.
It is an absolutely gorgeous day here, though.
Oh,
I mean, the breeze is perfect.
It helps.
Remember last year it was raining and freezing?
Yes. We were inside.
We were
inside. No, so far it's been a really nice start to. Is it summer yet? It's not summer yet, is it?
Yeah, it was.
Is it officially summer?
It was after Labor Day.
It is?
Memorial Day, whatever the Memorial Day, the first one.
Can you guys confirm? Is it summer yet?
Yes, it's summer. It has to be summer, right?
All right. So it's summer. All right.
We race year round. It's all. I mean, it's just all a blur for me.
I want to see also in the chat after this race. Give me your predictions for the Knicks game tonight. Knicks or Spurs? Do the Knicks win tonight? They close out.
What are you doing for the game? Besides, like pacing anxiously in circles.
They've got like a sports book out here. I'm gonna be hanging out the sports book. Summer starts June 21st. It's not summer yet.
It feels like summer.
I told you I didn't think it was summer. All right, we've got the Eatontown Stakes. We'll deal with this later.
Here's Rewall. We're ready to go. And Lyra. Rewall drifted out away slowly at the start, drops to the back of the pack. Don't jinx it. Prominent, but here's Creative Stuff, the gray horse moving forward. Give me another, also close. Give me another, nose in front of the big long shot Creative Stuff. Now Creative Stuff takes over, and Give Me Another concedes the lead, takes a hold, will track in second. Don't Jinx It is third. Then the Chad Brown trainees. Grayosh, Whiskey Decision. They're side by side, and Rewall takes a spot at the back as the 6 fillies and mares hit the first turn run. Creative Stuff on the lead at 99-1. Leads a length and a half. Give Me Another in a good position. Second, not going fast at all up top here. In third is Don't Jinx It in her 4-year-old debut, joined by Whiskey Decision on the outside. She's past her stablemate, Grayosh. Grayosh racing alone in the 5th position, and she's 5 or 6 lengths behind the front runner. 2.5 more to Rewall, who can see them all. 5 furlongs to travel. They went the half in 50-2. Creative Stuff just coasting on the lead, a length and 3/4 ahead. Give Me Another with no excuses second. Don't Jinx It third. Whiskey Decision there on the outside of her. 2 back to Grayosh and Rewall as they go into the far turn. They should be picking up the pace soon here. Into the turn they go. Give Me Another, without being asked, grabs the lead from Creative Stuff, and Whiskey Decision is following the move of Give Me Another. Jorge Ruiz has not asked her for her best yet. Whiskey Decision, Flavian Pratt getting to work aboard her, but she's right up alongside at the top of the stretch. Give Me Another hugs the rail. Whiskey Decision on the outside trying to run by her. Give Me Another has something for the final furlong and puts away Whiskey Decision at the 16th pole. Give Me Another for the Graham Motion Barn, coming home strong in her 6-year-old debut. She's a win machine, and she wins the Eatontown Stakes. Whiskey
All right, Jessica Paquette, 1-0. 1-0. Let's go. Oh, there! I just removed the whole screen. That wasn't great. So, how about that? Nice start.
Thank you. That was a good race.
There we go.
That's a nice filly.
Brian Skirka, carrying a lot of things.
God, like a true racetracker.
Carrying a lot of things.
I love racetrack swag.
Come on in. What are you busy or something today?
Number 1, give me another was first.
I just got
Second, number 3, third, number 6.
What have I missed?
Number 4, go jinx it.
Oh man, not much. But I didn't know if you'd make it, if you'd remember, because I know you've got a
I
lot
set an
going on.
alarm. That's not even a
Did you-
joke.
you
I set an alarm.
alarm.
I'm not an alarm guy, but I set an alarm to make sure that I made it here.
What's going on?
Thrilled
You're
to
up in-
have you.
Yeah, you're up in the contest room or what?
Yeah, so we have our big $2,000 pick your price handicapping contest today. So we set up a room, our big banquet room, just like the NHC, and the vast majority of players pay from there. So I'm in there making sure nothing bad happens.
What was turnout like, and what's at stake here today? What are they playing for?
So turnout has been exceptional. Before this year, our record we most had was 331. Today we had 379 entries.
Wow.
Spectacular.
So
Nice.
unbelievably good. Prize pool includes 25 NHC seats, which is the most of any contest in
Wow.
the country. 10 BCBC seats, which
Wow.
has to be the most of any.
That's
track in the
incredible.
country.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's
Wait, what's the
it's a
buy-in
big
for
deal.
that?
2,000.
Wow, that's insane.
Next year, Dan, let's do it.
I mean, I always say like we're going to come out here, I'm going to bet, but it's like when we're doing this and all that, it's just hard to focus.
Yeah. You always say you're going to come out and play in the contest, and then you're here eating a pretzel.
Which, by the way, you want to buy it?
No,
Hey,
thank you.
You need to eat
It
something.
looks
Have you
delicious. No, I'm not going to let you feed me a pretzel.
Nobody's watching. We're good. We got mustard too, but if you change your mind.
I do love mustard.
He
with
did not
pretzels,
get
but
napkins,
no.
though, so you
Yeah,
can
no,
just
no.
either use his Knicks towel or his pants.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't use the Knicks towel. I feel like that's
It's
bad
so-
juju.
Yeah, where do you stand on the Knicks? We haven't really spoken about this.
So basketball is like the third. I'm not a hockey guy.
Okay.
So of baseball, football,
Football.
basketball. Basketball's third.
Okay.
Like back in the day, I used to like the Detroit Pistons, like the Grant Hill days.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, I guess now that they're good again, like I'm kind of back on them. But my best friend is a big Knicks fan, and he was down during the conference finals. So we watched and wagered on a lot of those games. So I
Nice.
I just like how they play. I like they
Yeah.
never give up. A lot of teams in like the Spurs OKC series, like once one team got up 15, the other team just gave up.
It's over. Yep.
And they said, okay, we'll just save up for the
Yep.
next game. Like the Knicks always just fight back.
been awesome.
I love Stephon Castle on the
race
Spurs,
is
so
now
like
good.
I mean he's unbelievable. But I'm pulling for the Knicks.
I mean, yeah, you like it's my third favorite sport. Here's like facts about every player in the
Well,
NBA.
I've actually been watching.
Like,
This-
yeah.
If you asked me 3 years ago, I couldn't tell you who was in the finals, but I actually have been watching this.
It's like I don't really watch basketball, but Castle's averaging 22.4 points a game, and so for me, if I'm analyzing, yeah. So
You asked the question, I gave the answer.
Well, here's the big question: Do they close it out tonight, or do we come back to New York?
On the winner's circle is number 1. Give me another.
I think
6-year-old named Aaron.
I think they have more of a chance
Green light.
to close it out tonight. Like I don't think they're I think a lot of teams would say, hey, let's give B+ effort tonight. If we win, phenomenal. But let's go win it in front of our crowd. I think they're more of a no. Let's just go do it now.
Yeah.
Just for the ambiance, I hope they win it at home just to see
Yeah.
what that is like.
Yeah.
But I think there's a chance, and I also think there's a chance that the Spurs are just completely deflated. Like,
Checked
how do you
out,
get back
yeah.
up off the mat after that?
I can't imagine.
I could see the one thing I can't see the Knicks losing by 30. Like I can't see them mailing it
Right,
in
right.
and saying we just want to get back to MSG and win it. Then if they lose a close game, I could see it, but I think they have a chance to win.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope you're right. We've got the Knicks jersey hanging. We've got the Morocco jersey hanging. We've got the towel here. Alex, we pulled him into a bunch. Like, he hadn't watched the basketball. Is it ever or like in
I've never watched an NBA game.
Never.
before this Knicks run? And now he's like texting around the clock about the Knicks.
I mean, I don't like.
Winning jockey Jorge
I don't
Ruiz
want to like.
and members
There's
of
sports
the
that I don't like. Like I've watched at least part of the Indy 500. Like I'm not a NASCAR guy, but like I've watched a few laps.
You've offended
before.
him.
I've watched bass fishing. Like to never watch a basketball game.
Dan, do you have any weird superstitions? I bet you do.
About this?
In sports, like about watching sports as a
Yeah,
fan.
I mean,
like
in this series in particular, like I have a couple of different shirts here. I'm gonna change this shirt if I have to. But the other night, so this is crazy. I wore this in Game 4. I wore this in the
I
second
knew
half
you'd have
of
a
Game
great
4.
weird answer to this.
I started Game 4 with a T-shirt, and they went down 29, and so I removed the T-shirt and I put this on. So now I'm starting with this one today. But then I also have a just in case I wore this out of luck. I've got a couple of other shirts and jerseys I could wear.
I don't.
That answer did not disappoint me at all.
I
Thank
don't,
you.
I don't judge. I was here for Kentucky Derby Day, watching and wagering, of course, and I got lucky to have a very good Derby day.
Nice.
And I literally
too.
walked the same paths. But like I watched the races from the office in there,
Yes.
and then in between races I walked from there. Whatever the path was, you have to do the same thing.
I have
have
horse
to.
show rituals.
All right, let's hear them.
There's a song by Augustana called "Shot in the Dark" that I will make my horse listen to before we go in the ring.
horse listen
Yep,
to.
yep. Because Trippy, back when he was horse showing, was not the most reliable. Like, for as many times as we would win, we would get excused too. It was, you never knew what you were going to get. So this was our, like, Eye of the Tiger, like, let's get in the right headspace song.
Love
So,
that.
yeah, that's my big one.
What are the? Give us one more.
Do you like when the horse is listening? Do you also do you leave the room and it's just the horse?
Let
and
him
the
think about
song?
his choices.
Or
No,
you
we all
also use
do
it as-
participate
okay,
in
I
that
got you.
ritual. That's really the major one, that's been going on for like 15 years, which is I've really committed to that bit.
That's a good. I mean, that's solid. I
Yeah.
didn't even know. I mean, do horses like they can recognize the same songs and?
So funny enough,
Do they have that memory?
I'm sure he hates that one. When Trippy was rehabbing many years ago, we were tack walking a lot. This was like 10 years ago. I would play music while we did it because it was usually by myself at like 6 in the morning before I went to work. There were certain songs he didn't like. He would act. He's not a Yellow Card fan, I learned. There was like one song from Yellow Card that came on and he almost spun me off and I went, okay, that's a no. Yeah, so. I mean, it probably was, right? Like,
What did he say?
he asked if it was
Was it
Ocean
Ocean
Avenue.
Avenue?
They're being hit.
Clutch, Alex. Clutch call there.
By the way, the bags that I brought, these are yours. I don't know if you got them when you came in, the tote bags.
Thank
This is
you.
our giveaway today. These are yours.
Oh,
So
you're the
for you guys
I
and the
love
crew.
racetrack
Yes,
swag.
we got
So yeah, this
plenty
is
for those.
if you're watching from home, this is what you could have had. But you guys have other great promotions throughout the summer. The Haskell promotion is the one
We
everybody
do a
knows.
Haskell hat. You got to, of course, come out and get the Haskell hat and journalism colors from last year. And then for New Jersey Thoroughbred Festival Day towards the end of August, we do a giveaway that day as well.
That's
But
awesome.
this one, if you're not here today, you're missing out. This is
it's a really nice bag.
a darn nice.
Yeah, this is
I'm happy with how this one came out. This is one of the nicer giveaways we've ever
is this
done.
you? Is this like your creative
I
work?
didn't draw it, but no, we had the idea that we wanted to obviously use like a colorful photo, but make it more like comic booky.
Oh, there's
awesome.
there's Paco.
This
So-
is
That's
there you
Paco.
go.
That's
so there's like a
absolutely
little
Paco.
there's a little filter on it. It's not just the straight up photo. There's
Oh
a
yeah, no,
little
this is fun though because you
filter
can
on it,
recognize
so-
silks, you can recognize the people. This is fun. My favorite thing is seeing good racetrack swag out in the wild.
Yes.
Like I have a Suffolk Downs
Yes.
beach towel that's one of my
a
like
good
my
one.
favorites.
Yeah. No, I always
really
get
good.
happy. The Haskell hat is the popular. So you always, a groom at, Tampa Bay Downs has
Yeah.
the Haskell hat on. It's always good. We got a lot to last. So we do, if you're a participant in the Haskell, owner, trainer, jockey, you get a nice goodie bag. Usually there's like a hoodie and stuff in there. And Brad Cox and Mike Smith have been really repping, like Breeders' Cup time, like when they do the shows before that, they've been really repping the Haskell stuff. So that's always good to see.
I also like seeing them like at a grocery store because then you're like, oh, that's my person, that's my kind of people right there.
Yes, we both reach for the same cantaloupe.
By the way, so this guy, do you know who the manager is? This guy keeps showing me. He's talking about the manager. You have any idea who the manager is? Who's the manager?
It's not me.
You're not the
I don't-
manager.
it's
Okay,
not
all
me.
right. We'll keep looking. Oh wait, we do have some people in the comments. We're not going to love this, but the Spurs here. So we got one pick there for the Spurs. Who does the manager have? Manager, who do you like? Spurs or Knicks? Yeah, I don't know. We're just being reminded that he's the manager. So
Great.
no
Amazing.
prediction.
The internet's not weird at all.
So tell us about the rest of this day. We obviously got the Pegasus Stakes, which is our big sort of jumping off point, setup race for the Haskell, and then a few more stakes races.
Yeah,
which
the
are pretty nice.
NYRA Bets Pegasus is a cool race. It's not like when I looked at the overnight when we drew the race on Tuesday. It was a drawn as a 6-horse field, and to be totally honest, like I didn't recognize any of the names. But then you look at the PPs, and it's like, all right, these are like, it's not like, all right, these are forced stakes horses that are just making up a race because we couldn't find, quote unquote real stakes, or like these horses are the up and comers
Yep.
where, any of the 5 that are left in there can win this race, and then a month from now we're saying like, oh, can they beat further ado in that, again, the quote-unquote stakes horses. All these horses either broke their maiden or coming out of, allowance races. The Chad Brown horse ran a 99 buyer last time.
Yeah.
So it might not be like horses exiting the Kentucky Derby, but these are potential real horses for the second half of the year.
No doubt.
I have thought highly of Star Sweeper since he broke his maiden. He's one I've kind of been a little frustrated by because I've always thought he was going to be a little bit more and then he'd take a step backwards. But I think his effort last time was so good.
I was bummed to see your Parks horse scratch.
No, I have my part. I have
the other
yeah,
Parks horse, the Ponder.
That's okay. They were both interesting, but I like this one more anyway.
Yeah. Oh, you do. Yeah. It's all Parks people, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a very familiar card.
Yeah. And what's up with like Lindsay Schultz? She's in everything. I saw a press release come out. She had I think she scratched out the last race, but
I like her. I like her horse
huh?
in the Pegasus. That's who I was going to give
that
a
who you
shot
got?
to. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the inside horses have a decent amount of speed, and Paco might be able to sit right in behind and take advantage of that. He knows how to win here.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Baby Vino's the horse. So he's just been. It's incredible. Like I feel like this is. It's already the summer of Paco, which, by the way, in case you didn't know this, it's not officially summer yet. Did you know that? Oh!
What a catch!
Can I get a recording? Can we get a time spot of that?
Yes.
We still got it.
Your job here is done.
We still got it.
And
I did not know it's still summer. It's hotter than hell, but I did not know that. Or it's not summer. I didn't know that it's not summer.
You could say whatever you want at this point. After that move, and they were sharp enough to cut to a tight shot right after it. So you got there's a good sequence that you're gonna get.
I would just drop the mic and leave at that point. Like that's it.
He's like,
when my reflexes go, like I played baseball growing up. I was a pitcher and third base, so you had to have reflexes, otherwise you were in trouble. I've always had them. When there's gonna come a time where something like that's gonna happen, or I drop something and I go to catch it and I'm like 5 seconds behind. Like that's gonna be my old man moment of like, oh no,
it's here.
It might be gone.
Yeah. But hey, you'll always have that video. So
I hope so.
We'll always
Glory
have that
days.
video.
That's good.
And then coming up after that, we've got the Monmouth Stakes. A couple of nice horses here too. Miguel Clement's got one in, and then Program Trading, who we all know, and of course Chad's got one on the outside from the UK coming in.
Yeah, the outside horse was interesting just because I didn't see that much speed in the race, and a lot of the comments for the Euro Chad's horse on the outside was
forward,
led.
right?
It looks like, so it's a complete guess, but it looks like he should have a tactical advantage. I'm interested what the Miguel, like, to me, Clement coming back in a week, like less than a week, is interesting. Like the horse just ran Sunday at Saratoga. Like for him to wheel him right back, I find intriguing.
That is not a typical move for that kind of outfit.
I agree.
Yeah, what do you make of that? I mean, and the horse finished last in that race too. Like, so what does that signal to you?
So, in a broader sense, right? I think it's interesting the way we talk about running horses back and like whether we should or whether we shouldn't, and like it's a horse by horse thing, right? But at our kind of racetracks, we see it fairly frequently. It is not uncommon to see a horse every 10 days or weekly, and for some of them they thrive in that sort of program, and some don't. So I think it's such a horse by horse thing. The thing I think most interesting with that horse in that spot is that makes it his third start of the form cycle, and I think that sometimes when a horse coming off of a huge layoff makes that like big eye-popping step forward, third start back. But it's an interesting experiment.
Yeah, especially again, and you mentioned, seeing horses come back in a week to 10 days, but in stakes races.
But they're the same animal.
That's true. Yeah,
they are the same species. So I don't.
Same
sometimes
thing.
I scratch my head a little bit about the. Sometimes these horses will run 3 times a year, and it is structurally the same.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it is.
Better, if anything.
It is.
So,
Kick me out. My guy. No, kick me. I'll give him one.
You
pick.
ready to go? Go ahead. Are you picking his horse?
No pressure.
Staring you down. Okay.
He knows. Without exaggeration, Rajiv Mirage is one of the reasons I'm sitting here today. He rode my first favorite horse of all time, Hot Stuff and Then Some.
Okay.
I came here 25-ish years ago.
Wow.
Literally didn't know anything. Literally didn't know anything. And, back when you just bet horses because they have fun names, what name is more fun than Hot Stuff and Then Some?
Yeah.
He won that year. He won after that. When I was in college, I drove to the Meadowlands. He won the cliffhanger in the slop on the turf, but it was a monsoon. Won by like 20 lengths. Oh, it was great. So
We're all old.
he's
This
coming
guy
up
low
next.
key, like his resume is like insane. Like, what are you? 4 Breeders' Cups? 4 Breeders' Cups. I remember when I think of Monmouth, I think of Main Sequence. I mean, that's
Yeah.
and we'll talk to him about Main Sequence and all the rest of it. But anyway, Rajiv's going to come on in a second. Anything I would just say, looking ahead to the rest of the summer, anything you wanna call out to anybody watching here about what they should be looking out for at Monmouth Park?
If you're in the area, next Sunday obviously is Father's Day. That's one of the best days
Yes.
here. Every day is fun here, but a monster crowd. Bring Dad out for Father's Day, and then we're about a month away from the NYRA Bets Haskell. So hopefully a lot of the horses you see running today will be back a month from now, and it is a fun time, Haskell Day. So you got to come experience it on site. It has a very kind of part Preakness, part Keeneland, part Saratoga. It's a blast. Definitely come on out.
So can you, 2 things. One, I got you something as well, so I've got to give it to you as you're walking off. But while I reach into my bag to get it, could you also, like, speaking of father, could you talk to my dad and just tell him to leave the apartment and come to the racetrack? He's been, like, impossible to get him out. Talk to him.
You have to come. you have to be here. All dads have free admission. So you don't have to pay. It's free. You just walk right in. You'll be here with your son, or he'd come by himself? I assume you would come with him.
Yeah, I'd come with him.
You would come.
I'm not
What's
leaving him
better
alone.
than spending a Father's Day with your son at the racetrack? We'll get you a table here. We might even buy you lunch if that's the difference between you coming out and you
know my
not
dad.
coming out. You pick some winners, bet Paco in a few races. I'm sure he'll win, and it'll be the best Father's Day you've ever had. That's my sales pitch.
Oh, all right. Well, look, if he doesn't listen to that, I mean, there's going to be no convincing him. All right, that's for you.
Thank you so much.
It's a little heavy.
I appreciate it. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, I'm sure nobody will guess what that is.
No.
All right, thank you again for everything.
My
Brian
pleasure.
Sturka,
Thank you.
everyone, with the stabbing catch, reaching in the
Amazing.
air,
Nothing will ever
grabbing
top that.
the past performances,
I-
dropping off bags, dropping knowledge,
The
giving
real hero of the day.
motivational speeches to parents. Doing it all right now is Brian Sturka.
This is like a very classic racetrack, though. Someone who is just doing like 17 jobs at once.
Yeah. Oh, just all of it. Rajiv, what's up, man?
Welcome.
How we doing, baby?
Good, guys.
Good, man. Good
Nice
to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, that's for you.
Okay.
Keep it, as you know, keep it close.
Are we live on the air?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're live,
Where do
yeah.
I just click this
No,
on?
you don't. You could just use this. If you could hear
Oh,
us, that's
okay.
just for your ear. I mean, but you could hear us, right?
Oh yeah, I hear you guys clearly.
Okay. All
We
right.
don't have indoor voices, Dan.
Yeah, we're pretty loud.
I have
Sorry.
to remember that sometimes when I'm in public. Like I was at the airport, like having a conversation. I was like yelling. I mean, 'cause I'm always yelling, and I'm like, oh God, people are listening. Like this is not an appropriate thing to be yelling in the airport.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, like we are who we are. There's no sense in in acting like anything different, right?
That's
so.
it.
You know, when I was sitting there and pulled up and listening to Brian talk, and when we first met, he told me that story about Hot Stuff and Then Some, and actually, that horse was my first ever stakes winner. I
Oh,
was
is
an
that right?
apprentice, and he won my first ever stakes.
How old were you at the time?
I was about 19 years old.
Wow.
And so like about 3 weeks ago, right? but it just shows how horse racing, it can connect people.
Yep.
And we share that same sentiment of a horse that meant so much to us. I mean, obviously, I've ridden over 16,000 different races, right?
It's crazy.
But Hot Stuff and Then Some is one of those horses that I've got a lot of great memories that will always live with me. And for me and Brian to share that connection, I always thought that was something special.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I mean, and because everybody's got a story, right? Like that first horse they remember, the first jockey they remember, and it's cool that they say sometimes like never meet your heroes, right? But I found in horse racing more often than not, the jockeys and the people and the horses behind all of it. Like when you finally meet them, it just raises that experience to the next level.
95% of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one of my friends from high school. So he's been my friend since we were teenagers, and up to this day, he's been to the racetrack probably twice in his life. And the only horse he's ever bet on in his life was Hot Stuff and Then Some.
Wow.
And he cashed a bet. We won the McDermott at Gulfstream
Oh,
Park.
yeah.
And he talks about that, and it's the only bet he's ever really made.
Wow.
And he'll come to the track. He'll never bet. He'll drink a beer. He'll hang out.
Hey.
He has no
He's
idea
ahead.
what's
He has
going
no
on.
reason to bet. That's it. He's ahead for life.
Yeah, and he'll just bet that horse. So.
So some of your competitions in the chat here, Bush Racing with Point Doom. Let's go Point Doom. That's in the
Absolutely.
Salvator Mile coming up. And yes, please come by and say hi to us on the set here live on Haskell Preview Day at Monmouth Park. Rajiv, we're going to talk to you about the Salvator Mile here in a moment. Let me see. Can we get the let's see if we get the race feed up here. Okay, we've got the race feed up here. Now this is for the upcoming race. This is race 5, the Pegasus. Did we talk about? Do you have any thoughts on this race or not? If you don't, we could just save it for the Salvator Mile.
Yeah, we'll save it for the Salvator Mile.
Jessica, where did you land here finally in this race?
So I am a little bit of a homer, as you all may know, but I like Star Sweeper.
Okay.
I think so highly of Lulander, and
That's the 3-horse.
The 3-horse.
Okay.
The way he has maintained some faith in this horse, even though he's been a little bit, I think, frustrating in a few starts where he's been in some big spots. He's had every chance and just kind of hasn't. But I go back to this horse's race on Pennsylvania Derby Day when he broke his maiden. It was over 11 other 2-year-olds in a day with so much atmosphere. Like, these horses had never seen that before, and he was just so professional. It was also the first race of the day, so like 12 first-time starters with the glare of the first race at Parks. I was like, I was sweating that one. That was one that I was like, I got through, and I was like,
made it.
Okay, we're okay. The rest of the day will not be this hard. But I think this horse has all of the tools to be this kind of stakes horse.
All right, and look, Jessica's giving you 12-1. She's already 1-0 on the day, so can we improve to 2-0? I like National Charter, the 1-horse, a little bit, 5-2. We just spoke with Brian Klatsky and that team, BBN Racing. I think there's a lot of upside here, and I think the horse does want to go longer, so give me that one. The one who's taking all the money is the 4, Schoolyard Superman. Obviously, the 99 buyer speed figure last year jumps off the page. The highest in the field, aside from that one, is an 87 for the 2-horse Tricky Business, the horse you see on the screen right now. So we shall see. Winner of that race goes to the Haskell. Rashiv, you've definitely been in a Haskell or two, right?
Yes, I have. So I rode Irish War Cry in the Haskell.
That's
He was one
right.
of the top contenders there, and we didn't have a win. I also came one day from Saratoga to ride the Haskell Uptown Charlie Brown.
Oh,
And he
yeah.
was crashed. Like, we were doing an interview. I come out of an interview like this, talking about the race at about 2 p.m. And I walk back to the jocks room, and I heard late scratch.
Oh, no.
That's funny.
Yeah, so that was another one of my Haskell moments.
Yeah.
Horses. I mean, that's the thing.
But if I could add anything to your viewers for this race, about this race, one thing I will say, I had 2 races over the track so far, and you could see that the speed wasn't really holding as well. I know Monmouth Park in the past would be
That's where you want to
have
be,
a
right?
tendency to hold
on the
speed.
front, yeah.
But today we've seen so far a fair racetrack, and there definitely isn't a over benefit of having speed. So you could probably plug that into your handicapping. If
That's very helpful, because I do kind of
something
have
that
this like
people want to.
preconceived notion of Monmouth being a little speed favoring for sure.
Yes,
That's
yes.
interesting. Alex, real quick. This was the race, the Pegasus race. Are you still doing this race? Yeah, this is yeah. It's just a reminder. It's all good. Yeah, I just figured you might
takes a
want to
village
know. We're having so much fun, So
He was just riveted by our conversation.
yeah, he's just locked in. He was participating in it. So part of the conversation that we were having before you came on was about the Knicks and Spurs and all that. Have you been following that?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you a Knicks guy?
I mean, really, I'm more from Miami
Right.
guy, but New York has been such an integral part of my life.
Yeah.
So when the Heat are out,
Right.
I go
You
to
go
the
to the
Knicks.
Knicks, okay.
So I'm really cheering for the Knicks, and I have a lot of friends that are big supporters. They've been waiting. When the Knicks made it to the finals, they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh my God!" Since 1999,
Yep.
they've been waiting a long time, and they get the Spurs, and it really, for me, I think the Knicks are legit the team that is going to win.
I think they have all of the momentum.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll win tonight?
I'm quite confident that they're going to win the whole series.
Yeah.
And it could be tonight. But when they were sweeping the Cavs and they're coming, sweeping the teams, everyone still underestimated them. I felt like they still came in, and people
Yeah.
think that there's more to proof.
Spurs are the favorite coming in.
Yeah. And we were all in our household amongst our friends. We were like, we really think the Knicks are the real deal. So
It's crazy talking to like a pro athlete like you, and I'm thinking about the Knicks right now in San Antonio as they're getting ready for this game tonight. And I know like how nervous I am right now. Like I haven't
you're a
been
very anxious
like
person,
I'm just
Dan.
very nervous.
But
I'm very nervous.
in general.
What would you say to calm me down?
I would say focus on execution. Right.
And by that you mean
Don't
eating
think about the
pretzels and
results.
beer?
Don't think about the results. And when I go to ride,
Yeah.
I can be in the biggest moments. I've ridden in some of the world's biggest races.
You don't
and
feel
I
it?
never get nervous.
Really?
Because I have a system. Focus on what I'm supposed to do. So while everybody is thinking about maybe winning the race and the final result, I'm thinking about what I need to do. And when you're thinking about what you need to do,
process.
picking up,
Well,
talking
and the
about
things
the
that are right in
process.
front of
process.
you. The
I'm
things
running the race.
like you
through
can't
my head.
can't be thinking of the finish line when you're kind of coming out of the gate. Like I think
Yeah.
that's when I'm show jumping, right? I'm not thinking about jump 8 when I'm on jump 3.
Right.
You have to kind of deal with the one that is in front of you, and if you're looking too many steps ahead, that's I think where I found I get in trouble. Like if I'm real anxious about the combination and that's all I'm thinking about, I'm gonna ride stupid in every jump up to that.
Yeah, and I think like you say, if you're thinking about holding the ribbon or the finish line,
Yeah.
the what happens when you win, you get a different hit of emotion.
Yeah.
And that loses track of actually. You have to be so tuned in when you're riding,
Yeah.
especially so many focus on the micros. And when you're doing that, you're not thinking about the end game.
Are you so aware of those emotions that you just described so that when you have that hit of emotion, if sometimes you might have let that slip in, that after a race you're like, yeah, I let myself go there and I can identify that I did that in that spot?
The most time that happens is when you actually come close to the finish line.
Yeah.
Because like everything is already done. Like if you're riding a race and you're
Right.
there and you say, okay, there's going to be a lot of speed in this race and I want to
Right.
make sure I follow this horse. And as the race is unfolding, you're making all those moves. The race is happening slow. And now you come to the finish line and you're approaching the finish line.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy, I'm going to win.
Here we are, yeah.
This is a Breeders' Cup race. I'm going to win, or. So sometimes, at the end is when, you still got to keep yourself contained
Yep.
and just do it.
So this reminds me of I was horse showing in Ohio, and it was kind of a big class for me. We call them derbies, so there was some added money, and it was a big deal to me. My little Olympics, and I mean we're going clear. Like these are the biggest jumps I've ever jumped. I'm like locked in. I'm in the zone. Last jump's coming up, and I'm like. We're gonna be in my mind. I'm like, oh, we're gonna be like. I'm looking at the time, like peeking at the time. I'm like, oh, we're gonna be like first, second, or third here, and I'm like, just focusing on the photo, right? Like, get a good photo over this jump. Missed entirely. Had a rail. Was ninth.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
Yeah, and that's
When I would have said put blinkers on the rider.
Right.
but it's so hard. I mean, like, I haven't played competitive sports since I was in high school. I played, baseball, which is again nothing compared to talking about this pro level or doing even what you're doing. I just can't even imagine, because when you get older, I think you can go one of two ways. You could either become more sort of poised and confident in what you know, or you become like a paranoid maniac, which is what I feel like I've become.
Overloaded with knowledge.
Overloaded with too much stuff. But what about this and that and then right? You can go one of two ways.
Well, I don't know because I just get younger every day.
There you go. You look younger every day.
They call me Benjamin Button.
There you go.
Normally, horses age us prematurely. You're doing it right.
All right, let's watch this race real quick. The Pegasus Stakes.
National Charter bobbled a little bit coming out of the gate. National Charter bobbled a little bit coming out of the gate. He's on the lead at once. Reward Superman tracking second. Three wide in third. Star Sweeper, Tricky Business down on the inside, scraping paint as they go into the first turn. So National Charter is the pacemaker early, well off the rail, and jockey Tyler Gaffleone's trying to ration his speed. Here comes Schoolyard Superman and Flavian Pratt set to engage, and these two hook up with 3/4 of a mile to go. Baby Vino sets up shop right behind in third in a good spot, 2 off the pace, 2 lengths clear of Star Sweeper, and 2.5 more to Tricky Business as the quintet hits the 5 furlong marker. National Charter off that maiden win in Kentucky, a half length in front of Schoolyard Superman pressing from the outside. Then Baby Vino, Star Sweeper getting closer within 2 lengths of the lead, level third, 2 clear of Tricky Business as they're halfway home. Half mile to go. National Charter a neck in front. Schoolyard Superman turning up the pressure, and Schoolyard Superman comes calling for the lead. National Charter under a ride now, second down on the inside, and Baby Vino is 3 wide right there. These 3 across the track as they round the far turn, and National Charter has something left. National Charter with Schoolyard Superman. They are together. Baby Vino in an all-out drive third. Then comes Tricky Business and Star Sweeper. Top of the stretch. National Charter off the turn with the lead. Schoolyard Superman is losing contact with him. He's left behind in third now. And here comes Baby Vino. Baby Vino let loose on the outside by Paco and rolls right by National Charter and opens up the lead. And this race is over at the 16th pole. Baby Vino off that maiden win at Oaklawn is running away from his competition in the NYRA Bets Pegasus. Baby Vino in a romp. He won by 8. Schoolyard Superman second. National Charter.
I mean, talk about staying locked in. Like Paco Lopez is like on another level right now. I mean, I can't even. He's just. I mean, everywhere he goes, he's been a different track every week, just winning race after race after race. What's going on here? This is wild.
Paco doing Paco things.
Yeah, he's got some good momentum going, coming off some big wins. And,
that confidence is a real thing, huh?
It is. It is. You know, get to ride good horses.
Yeah.
I mean, he's riding some good horses, and that's the core of it all,
yeah.
right? He's getting great support, and he's delivering, and it just that compounds into more and more wins.
Good horses make everyone look better. Like you
need the horse.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to shout out Brian Skirk. In addition to handing out bags and giving speeches,
he did. He gave
and all
out
that,
this horse too.
He gave out Baby Vino as his top pick. This guy, I mean, again, another guy
does it all.
Very locked in right now. Brian Skirka. All right, so just a reminder, if you're just joining us here, you were just watching the Pegasus Stakes. Baby Vino punches the ticket to the Haskell there. Baby Vino, owned by Cosmo Stables, trained by Lindsay Schultz.
Good for Lindsay.
Also having quite the meet so far here at Monmouth. So look out for this horse in the Haskell potentially. After this race, we've got the Monmouth Stakes coming up next, which is a setup for the United Nations, a race that you've won before. And then several races after that. Race 9 is probably the most exciting race of the day in terms of talent, and that's the Salvator Mile with your horse Grande, the 2-horse running in it. So after this race, after the Monmouth, we're going to take a little break. We're going to keep streaming the races for you so you can watch it, stay in the chat, and then we're going to come back for live coverage of the Salvator Mile. Rajiv, Grande, you rode this horse, 2 or 3 races ago, ran a massive race. 2 races since, I'd like to point out you didn't ride, hasn't run as well, and now you're back. So, what could you tell us about Grande?
I mean, he's a pretty impressive horse, right? Started his career showing some real top-tier talent, and a horse that has all the tools. He ticks all the box, right? He's got the baseline ability. He's a powerful horse. He's such a smart horse. My best trait about him is his grittiness. He's the kind of horse that if he was a guy, you'd want him to be your wingman in a bar fight because he's not going to let you down.
Nice.
And the first time when I rode him, that determination, that grittiness that he showed to re-rally inside and come back, it's the kind of horse that I think he's reliable. And it's really fun to ride horses that you can rely on.
Yeah. I also love watching and betting on horses like that. When I see that kind of stuff in the replay, I'm just like, you know what? Like, I know this horse is going to give me everything. And so, like, I don't have to worry about, any, inconsistency or needs the perfect trip. I mean, these horses overcome trips. They overcome circumstances. Last out in the Ali Sheba looked like, he had some trouble. So in fairness to him in that race, significant trouble actually early. It's the third race back. Is that, you just put a line through that race yourself and you think it's you know,
For me, when I'm riding a horse, I wouldn't necessarily put a line through it. What
Yeah.
I do is I observe that race. I watch the replay, and I try to take whatever value I can from watching his race. And as you can see in the first turn, he got pretty roughed up. The outside horses came over on him, and so he didn't get to run his best race. And then what was most notable for me was when he was making his trying to make a re-rally in the stretch. He was behind the horses, and he just really didn't get a clear run between. So I felt like it was a positive race for him. He got to get roughed up a little bit, and he still tried to stay on. I feel like that helps build character. And he's a relatively lightly raced horse. Sometimes you're going to get roughed up in races, and he's going to need to learn to be able to overcome some adversity. And I felt like last time that's something that he got out of that race. He got some adverse situation, and usually get that out of your system, he'll be able to handle that kind of situation better going forward.
So when a horse does kind of get a little bit roughed up in a race and they back off of it and they get intimidated by it, what does that feel like underneath you? Like, and how do you kind of know that they're not having it?
Yeah, well, it's hard to explain to someone that if they haven't been on a horse, but what it would feel like, you'd feel hesitation.
Sure.
So you would feel the momentum break, and the horse kind of ease
Like
their
it
head back.
comes off the bit a little bit?
Yeah, and they can ease their head back. Now, I wasn't on him that day,
Sure.
and that's just my visual of
Yeah.
the race. So, also it could be just they're running faster than him. But in general, when the horses are intimidated and they don't want to go to a space, you could feel it because you feel them purposely easing themselves up. And it's a different feeling than a horse that's just their speed is decreasing.
Yeah.
So
I think I just heard Matt Dinnerman say that Paco's won 4 races.
I think he's having himself a day.
4 races?
Yep.
Has he ridden in all 5, or is he only ridden in 4? I mean, this is crazy. So,
well, he's on par to break a record.
yeah,
I think it's
what's
worth
the most you've won in a day?
at Monmouth 5.
5 here?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
okay.
it was the funniest 5-win day. I only rode 5 horses.
Okay.
I was in the first 3 races and the last 2. So imagine the first 3 races are like between 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock. And then I went to sleep. I woke up at 5 o'clock and got up and won the last 2. So 5
The
for 5 at
napping in the
Monmouth.
room is my favorite thing. Like, good for you guys. I could never
Is
sleep.
it easy to sleep? Yeah, like, don't you have people making noise, playing music? And all
Listen, when you get up at 5 in the morning and you work
Get
5
up
horses,
at 5 in the morning.
and you work 5 horses, and then you go into the sauna, you lose 2
sleep through
pounds.
everything.
Yeah, it's hard not to sleep. So and you ride 3 races, and then
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah, just like,
you know.
I'm ready to pass out.
And what do I do? If I'm up, I'm probably gonna want to eat something. So let me, I would sleep anywhere.
Here, pop this in real quick. We've got Matt Dinnerman joining us from the booth here. We see if we get Matt here. Matt, do you hear us?
Yes. Hello,
Hello.
everybody. Hi,
Hey,
from high
Matt.
atop the grandstand here.
How's it going, man? Wait, now we lost you again. Okay,
Oh,
wait.
no.
No.
I can hear him.
I can't hear you now.
You
Oh,
can't hear
no.
I
us?
can't hear you.
Can you hear me
All right,
I
now?
can hear
hold
you
on.
a little bit.
All right, hold on. We're
We'll
gonna
just
figure this
yell
out.
real loud from down here.
We
and
are
you'll hear
going to
us.
figure this out. Hold on. How about now? Can you hear us? No. Okay.
Can you hear me?
What did we do?
Dan, you broke it. I blame you.
All right, let me remove him. How about now? Can
I'll
you hear-
try it again.
Okay, yeah. Come back in, Matt. I think we.
It's Matt's fault. He did something wrong.
I was gonna take the blame. Just real quick, because you talked about, kind of maybe, horses running, faster than him potentially and all that. Point Doom, this horse here outside, is obviously super fast. How worried are you about that horse? You
Look
can
at
say
it.
if you're worried.
Pre scratches,
Yeah.
I was expecting a suicidal pace.
Right, yeah, because the 5 also had a ton of speed in his out, too.
Right. But now that we have 3 scratches, the dynamics of the race shifted a little bit. However, I'm actually glad that Point Doom is in the race
You are?
because I know East Avenue, he's a one-trick pony.
Right.
At least they think he is,
Yeah.
because he runs his best races winging it. And Point Doom, as a sprinter stretching out on the inside, he's going to have to run to secure
Yeah.
that spot.
Yeah.
So
You hope to let them go and see.
yeah,
Okay.
I would love if this race would set up where there's a blistering pace in front of me. They're suiciding, because here's the thing. My horse, Grande, he's run good off the pace
Could
as well.
sit off for sure.
He could
Yeah,
sit off.
could
So
sit off.
I don't feel like I have to be overcommitted to anything. You know, I can he can adapt to however the race unfolds. So the more pressure the others take early is gonna be a benefit to us.
All right. Let's see. Matt, do you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you
Hey!
loud and clear. Hey, what's up,
We
everybody?
got Matt.
Last time I saw Rajiv, he had a tie on and a microphone. Now he's got the jockey pants on and a microphone.
I know, man. Things gone downhill since.
No. You're living the dream. You're living your dream.
Yeah, man. Wow, good to see you, man. I hope you'll be calling me a winner at least
I'm
once
hoping
today.
You're here for Grande, so I'm thinking you're looking for a good win there. But you got a few live ones, so.
Yeah, we gotta try to win every time, you know. But
Exactly.
so far, Paco is 4 for 5, and I'm 0 for 2.
That happens a lot around here, so you're not the only one. You're not the only one.
Oh my God. Yeah,
How
Matt.
are you guys, everybody? Yeah.
Good. We were just talking about how locked in Paco is, obviously, kind of going to every big, from the Preakness to Belmont to now here and winning everywhere.
And I get him Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
And then you get him, you get him during the week.
He's a workaholic. How many miles, Jessica, do you think this guy drives between Parks, Delaware, Penn? He's got to drive like 60,000 miles a year.
Oh, has to. It's funny. I don't see him at Penn National all that often.
No.
Was he there a couple weeks ago?
Every
for
once in
the-
a while.
He might have been there for that.
Maybe for the
10 mile day.
big days. But there are some of the jocks at Parks will do the, Parks in the afternoon and Penn National at night, and that is, man, that must be
Yeah.
It's a grind.
Yeah.
It's a grind.
Yeah. Matt, speaking of grinds, you went through some hell overnight. You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, I was in Kentucky visiting some friends. I'd never been to Churchill Downs on a race day in my life, believe it or not. So I was able to check that out.
Wow.
And got a text message at 3:30 in the morning on Friday saying, your flight's been canceled from Chicago to New York because I flew Southwest, and then we don't have that at Newark. Southwest does not fly in and out of Newark, so I had to go to LaGuardia. And next thing you know, they fly me to Dallas, but Dallas has got weather, so we sit on the tarmac in Oklahoma City. I actually Ubered from Fort Love, Dallas Love Field, actually, it's called, to Dallas Fort Worth for another flight in another airline, and we got here at 2 a.m. and right near Jessica's neck of the woods in Pennsylvania airport, and I Ubered an hour and a half to New Jersey, and now my car's still at LaGuardia. I Ubered here to the
That
track
seems like a
today.
future you problem.
Yeah,
boy.
big problem, and I got in at 4 a.m., but here we are calling races, and I wouldn't want it any other way on today. Yesterday, I wish it was another way.
So I have to ask, were you, as you were sweating it, what was your plan if you didn't make it?
Well, we had one. I called management early, and I said, we got a big problem here. So they had a couple of backups. I know Larry, I think, was the main backup because he's here in New Jersey. So I think that he had the call if I wasn't able to get in. So I told him, I said, the race calling is the easy part. If you were in here, you'd have to deal with 330 ducks for the day that you'd have to tend to. That'd be the hard part.
Well, if you ever need in the future, don't call me.
Call Dan.
okay.
No, call
We'll
Dan.
call Jessica.
No, have Dan do it.
How about you? With all
You
the
want to call?
travel,
You want to call a race?
I had a
Come to
similar
Parks and call a
situation
race.
last night getting in here.
Did you?
Oh, my
Really?
good. Oh, yeah.
Really?
From Florida?
From Florida. So when
So
when
it was
I
bad all over the place.
yeah, everything got grounded from
Yeah.
Newark to New York. So
I flew in from Boston on what day is today? Saturday.
yeah,
I went to Boston to get my hair done on Thursday and flew and came. I go back to home to my hairdresser.
We'll come back to
Okay.
that.
You
yeah,
must
I'm
have
flying
a
to
pretty
Abu
good
Dhabi to get my hair done next week.
It looks great.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're being serious.
no, I'm not being serious. I was just trying to be
sold
cool
it.
like Jessica, you know?
No, I
Sold it. If you, I would believe
I
it
was
coming
trying-
from you.
It's not cool. It's just so I moved, right? Like, and I'm from there, but I gone to the same hairdresser since I was in high school. I am 40 something. I can't go anywhere else. I can't. I could leave everything else behind. I can't leave her. Her mom
are
did
a
my hair
loyal
when
customer,
her
Jessica.
mom
You
did
are
my
a
hair
loyal
when we were kids. Like she and I went to grade school together. I can't go. I said I can't go anywhere else.
Matt, you want to just take off the rest of the day and just hang with us?
We're having a
That'd
great
be
time.
fun. I can go back up and forth. We're back
So
up
wait,
and
what time did you finally get in, Rajiv?
Some key parts of my flight were the flight got delayed while we were on the runway. They
right
shut
back.
down the wherever Newark I'm flying into. They grounded all the planes. So delayed. Finally, we take off. When we land, we almost had a crash landing. It was literally like run off the runway and back on, and it was pretty scary.
Terrible.
By the time midnight we ended up landing, I get to the rental car which I had reserved. There's a line at 10, and they're telling me that there's no cars. So I'm sat there like, oh, you could wait. It's midnight. You want me to wait for a rental car when you have none? And I have one reserved. So then I was like, I can't do that. So I had to go find a shuttle to get me to the
Is this
hotel.
Hertz, by the way?
Budget.
Okay, yeah, I think the same family. Hertz is.
It was ridiculous. I did a package, you know. That's something I use. So by the time I tried to navigate myself through and find find a hotel, I get on a shuttle. I had to take a train to a shuttle.
There's
to
a
then
movie like this.
Yeah, it was just ridiculous. I get to the hotel by 2:00,
Oh.
and then yeah.
All
We're
right.
happy you're
Similar.
here, Rajiv. We're happy you're here.
But you know, we young and fit. It was nothing.
Speak for yourselves, guys. Like
5 hours of sleep is like
my flight was 2 hours delayed on Thursday. I got home at 10 o'clock, and I was like, I felt like I went on a bender the next day. It was terrible.
I got 4 hours, so yeah, me and Rajiv, we know how it feels.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I
Matt,
could tell. Jessica, Dan, you guys look sharp. You guys got your 48 hours.
Right-eyed and bushy-tailed down here.
what's he say?
Me.
I think he looks sharp.
we look like a truck run us over.
You should do a side-by-side, the tight shot of Rajiv and Matt. Just, kind of
Wait. Before we do it, let me go put on a tie.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Here they are.
I don't want
Just
Matt
don't put any
to
lights
remember
over
me
our
with a.
head, or it's gonna look worse.
The
Like
walking
bathroom.
wounded. Here they are, Rajiv and Matt. All right, Matt. How has the meet been so far for you? And kind of looking ahead. Obviously, we're in the real exciting part of the meet now. Father's Day coming up here.
Yeah.
Then, of course, Haskell coming up in a month from now.
Yeah, it's been fun. I mean, summering in the Jersey Shore is always fun, right? I mean, you got the beach, you got great food, a nice nightlife, which I don't partake in really that much, but I do stay up late. We have a good time for sure. The racing's fun here. There's always people, so can't complain. I like it here in the Jersey Shore. Like I said, it's a beautiful state, and to summer in a place like this, it feels like Del Mar, really. It really does.
Do you still get the butterflies? I remember speaking to you about like before you did, I think, your first Haskell, and that was super special. Now this is is your third or fourth?
Third Haskell, yeah.
Third,
it's flown
right?
by,
So
yeah, I definitely get those butterflies for these big races, and I mean, big races at Oaklawn, big races at Haskell. It's just all part of the process. But like these types of races here, I don't feel it not as much. But once Haskell Day comes around, there's a lot going on. But what usually, and I'm sure Jessica, you can attest to this calling races, that when you have a lot of them, you in the beginning of the day, you think, oh, geez, it's going to be a really long day. It's going to be a fun day, but it's going to be a long day. But it's actually probably better because you're not really thinking about the big event. You're just race by race. You got a lot going on, so you don't really have time to get worried or nervous or whatever you want to call it until they're going into the paddock. Then that's when the butterflies start coming.
Yeah, I think so. At Parks, I wind up doing so much in between the races. So
Right.
once the day starts, I feel like I just don't stop talking until the end of the day. So it goes by really quick between handicapping in the paddock between races and doing the results line, which is.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do that? Yeah,
I
that's
do.
awesome.
Yeah, I do.
Matt, do you have to get back to work here soon, don't you?
Yeah, in a little bit. I mean, if you wanted me to be on after the post parade, I could do it. I'd figure it out how to do it, but it's up to you. It's up to you.
Yeah, it's up to you. We don't want to stress you out. Do you want to just tell us kind of obviously the big race coming up too, the Salvator Mile. We
Yeah.
talked Grande a little bit. We know we We know you'd love to see Rajiv win, but is there
Of
any horse
course.
in that race that jumps out? Is it Bishop's Bay jumps out?
Well,
to
I
you?
think so. I mean, he's the horse to beat, and he's really consistent. It's interesting that Brad is running him in this race just because he won it last year very convincingly. If he had run him in a grade 2 or something like that, grade 1 with a little more money, it wouldn't have been a surprise. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. But, I mean, if you run 4th to Forever Young and Nisos in the Saudi Cup coming to the Salvator Mile, I'd imagine you're the one to beat there. So, but Grande, I mean, like Rajiv's horse, he's always had talent. They've had to be very patient with him. And then East Avenue is a horse that I've never been like a huge East Avenue guy. I've never played him really. But he probably fits in a race like this, unless if Bishop's Bay is just that good and he's just better than everybody else. But I thought this was a good spotting job by Brendan Walsh to put East Avenue in a race like this, because it seems like this is about where he fits if you want to see him win a race.
All right. If you want to call them, if you want to go and do that, and if we're not disrupting you and you can come
Not
back,
at all.
go for it.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll just take this race off.
Do you want to
Rajiv
do
will
it
do
from
it.
down there? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Why don't you go try it?
Yeah.
You want to give it a shot?
You want everyone to pack up and leave the track? Is that what you guys want? To shut down Monmouth Park?
Yeah. We will. Hey, the good news is that I could never ride in a race, so I can do something you can't. You can do something I can't. We'll do that trade-off. How about that?
Hey, much respect. I respect what you guys do.
I could get around. I could get around a race
admire
on a real nice horse.
You think
I could
so?
get run off with. Like I could
Yeah,
do that.
You could stay on, but
Yeah.
I couldn't even get on. Forget
It's
about
easy
stay
until
on.
they get to the 8 pole and they run it in 15 seconds. And you got to push on them a
that's
little bit.
crazy. Let's see.
no,
Okay,
you're
so-
good. You're good. I will be right back. I'll be
Okay.
right back.
All right. We still hear him, which is good. Can we? Did you guys switch to that shot, the track shot? You could do that one. All right, we're gonna go back to the track. Wait, are they still in the paddock? Oh, they're still in the paddock. I thought they. Oh my God, I'm like, because they did call to the post a couple minutes ago.
They
didn't
did.
they?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
Horse
Well, they're still
racing.
in the paddock, so that's good. All right. Just as a reminder, this is the Monmouth Stakes that's coming up, and
You can put me back
there
on.
are a couple of scratches. The 5 and 6 are scratched. So that leaves us with a field of 6.
I have to tell you guys something real quick. So the knock at the door,
Yes.
Jessica is going to totally relate to this. It's someone who told me a pronunciation, and he came up to me because this horse, they gave me the pronunciation of the horse, broke the maiden that day, and then he said, "Oh, I screwed up. It's the wrong pronunciation." This is how you say this horse's name. So
That's good.
Nice.
That's great.
So-
I
Normally-
really want to know who the horse is, too.
Bon Courage.
Okay.
Yeah. But he said it was Bon Cara, like Ireland.
Oh.
I'm
Is it
pretty
spelled that way?
trustworthy. It's spelled Bon Courage. That's how it would be spelled. But it's Bon Courage, which I would have said the first time, but whatever.
My favorite instance of that was Blome, and I really wish Rodman hadn't gotten to call him first because I wanted to call that horse something real different.
What's the craziest horse name you've ever been on, Rajiv?
I know the craziest jockey name that we always have trouble with when I was working with Fox.
Who's that?
Flavian Prat. Half the people call him Flavian and half the people call him Flavian.
And he told me neither is right. It's Flavian. That's what he told me. It's Flavian. Flavian.
And I'll just say Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav. Yeah.
That, can't go wrong with that.
I gotta run here, and then I'll be right back. I'm sorry I said this, but the Jockey Club approved this name. The weirdest name I've ever called was Quid Pro Quo Joe Blow. No joke.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. My
Wow.
least favorite
I'll be back.
was that guy in New York that names the horses like really filthy things.
FNX.
Yeah, I had one of his horses at Parks, and I didn't realize it was dirty until like 2 years of calling this horse every 7 to 10 days. Almond cider.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fat. What does
Yeah,
that mean?
Oh, Dan, you sweet summer child.
Almond what?
You sweet summer child.
Almond
I
what?
can't have this conversation with you.
Hey, explain it to me.
I was like hard enunciating the almond part, but if you're just kind of casually like,
Oh,
yeah,
I
there we
got
go.
it now, I got it.
It took
got
me
it.
2 years, so I can't make fun of you because it took me 2 years to realize that was like something dirty, and like what my TV crew would always cackle at. I'd be like, "What's so funny, guys?" And then they told me, and I was like, "Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much."
We do a lot of that those names with our gamer handles on like Call of Duty.
Sure. But that's just you guys yelling at each other.
Wouldn't do that in the public, but we have some really messy gamer handles. Can't say it on ABR. They might shut us down, you know?
I mean, we've
Dan said we
some
could
crazy
say whatever we
things.
wanted here.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
Though the worst of the horses I've had to call, the one that still, like, I will have nightmares of, and it's a funny story now, but it sure wasn't then. Bullet Butch.
Bullet Butch.
Yeah. So it's like my first year, right? So everything's hard. And you know this story, right?
I don't know about this.
Okay, so one of those races, like, top of the stretch, everything's falling apart. They're all trying to lose, like, you know, but this is not the best and the brightest group. And Bullet Butch making a big move from off of the pace. And in my brain, I meant to say a late bid from Bullet Butch, and that is not what came out of my mouth. And
Got it.
it came out, my soul left my body, and I turned the microphone off, and I'll never forget this. My first thought was, like, somehow I finished calling the race. I don't know what I said. Nothing else offensive. But I turned off the microphone, and I just sat there for a second. I'm like, maybe no one heard that. And then I looked down at my phone, and I was like, oh, no, everybody heard that. And the first text was from Peter Galassi at Hawthorne, being like, don't worry, I've done a similar thing, and, like, telling me this sweet story. He's like, it's okay. And meanwhile, I'm up in the booth, like, looking down, being like, so if I jump out, where will I land?
Aw.
Where would I like to land down there? It was,
Lord.
it's my favorite story to tell now, though, because now it's funny.
Oh my God.
What we should do is, Dan, we should go and we should make a plot to try to name a horse that could get through the jockey
He's
club.
standing at stud.
And then could mess up Jessica. And we'll debut
Wow,
at
that's pretty
Parks.
evil.
This
But it
would
has
get-
to be so clever.
God, people would love this.
It would be
honestly.
funny.
Like, yes, no, people
Oh
would
my
get
God.
into this. This could be an entire syndicate, just
Oh
like
my
making
God.
names to
Yeah.
ruin my day.
Matt, can
Tongue
you still?
twister syndicates.
Yeah, Matt, can you still hear us?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, I don't know if Rajiv it has like a really sinister plan here.
Oh, I was
So-
listening in. Yeah, that's
I'm a
a
little
worst
prankster.
nightmare for us. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
This race coming up, by the way, we haven't. Who was your pick here, Jessica?
Oh, the Chat Horse program trading. It's been a seemingly
Program
1,000.
trading, 4-horse.
It's been
Okay.
1,000 years since this horse has won, but it seems kind of obvious.
You know, Brian Skirka has been red hot today. Everything he touches turns to gold. I think he mentioned Nebras, the Chad on the outside, the 8.
The other
how do you
Chad.
pronounce that one, Matt?
well, I'm going on Google right now because I forgot to do that homework.
So, and that's a tough one.
Glad
because
we could help.
Because normally I will just, you know, if the horse has stateside races, I'll just see like and go by whoever called it last, and whatever you guys said, I'll say.
Yeah, it's Nebras, and I called him that in the post break, Nebras.
Okay.
So I mean,
Nebras.
and here's the thing: the rule is if an owner says we want it pronounced this way, we call it that way. There's a horse spelled Smithwick Spice, and the owner says it's Smittick Spice, and people all the time say, "Why do you call it Smittick Spice?" Well, that's how you say it, I guess. So,
Yeah.
you know, but it can get very tricky, and you know what? Sometimes the internet is wrong. If you guys
Yes.
didn't know, so
Sometimes the internet is wrong, Matt. Yes.
No way.
yeah,
How do we
So-
pronounce the 2 horse? Is it Radari?
Radari. Yep.
Radari. I like that horse a little bit here too. I dropped the Miguel Clement Samuel Marin stat 41%. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's not. I mean, it's a
That's
decent
pretty
sized
great
sample
stat.
too.
Yeah. I just think like with program trading, this could be one of those situations like last year with redistricting where he's trying to just get a berth in the United Nations and not have to pay for anything. And on top of it, this being a confidence booster, you know, because if he's like runs any sort of decent race for his standards, he probably should win. But you have to question it. I mean, if he lost, it wouldn't shock me. I think he probably will win, but you know, I've seen crazier things happen. That's how I look at it.
Rajiv, you've probably had a couple of these rides where like you're in a race where you're like so far and above like the class of the field, like that's gotta be like there's gotta be like an awkward pressure in that where you're like, I should win this race. If I don't, it's gonna be a bad look.
I don't think that's the
No?
case, especially with when you go on with top connections.
Mm.
Pratt, Brown, they're accustomed to winning. It's just a part of the process. I will say a race like this, even though it's a big race for a lot of people, I feel like it could be just a stepping stone towards something bigger. And for program training to get back into his top form, he's kind of starting to level off a little bit. And I think that this is going to be a defining moment to see what they plot for him for the rest of the year. So while he stands over the horses on paper, his connections are hoping, I would expect that they're hoping to see a breakout performance and kind of get him back to his best version.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, he is 6 now, so
If he was to run a good race in this race
Yeah.
and come running or something and look like a race that could propel him to have a shot to win the United Nations, I believe they would be satisfied.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. All right, Matt, we
All
should
right.
probably let you get back to work. Thank you so much for
Sounds
being generous
good.
with your time, my man.
Great to see you guys. Always great to talk with you. And thanks for coming to Monmouth today. It's been a fun day, and we got great weather, unlike last year. So we're happy about it.
Right. We're just
We're
talking
happy
about that. Yeah, it's only the start. A lot of big weekends ahead, including next weekend, Father's Day. Come out here if you haven't been to Monmouth Park yet this summer. All right. Thank you, Matt.
All right, guys. See you later.
The day I knew Main Sequence was going to be a great horse, it was when I rode him first time in America in the United Nations. So we were supposed to race in the Arlington Mill in Grand Motion. He said, I got this horse coming from Europe. I think the world of it. It's a top class horse. And he got sick. So he had to reroute him and he didn't
My
get.
God, I remember this. I
Yeah.
actually remember this.
So
which
when I
is-
rode him in the United
yeah.
Nations, he goes, look, we know this is a good horse and everything, but we just want a good performance and a race that we can build on. It's not the career-defining moment for him. We just want to get him started and going in the right way because he's coming off, he went through getting sick. And so I rode him pretty conservative early, just kind of getting a feel of him. And he still won a grade one, like of that magnitude.
Yep.
So that was like, wow, he did that. And we were like, shoot, he's only going to go up from here.
Yeah. I have a phone. I have a picture in my phone of you guys in the paddock before going out to the track for that race. Like I remember that it was 2014, right? I mean, it's just 12 years ago.
Yes, 12 years ago.
Crazy, right? That feels like yesterday, doesn't it?
And legit, it really
12
feels like
years
yesterday.
ago.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I will talk about it like it was yesterday. Like I remember these conversations
Yeah.
that we were having. And
That's
it was
insane. That's absolutely insane. All right, look, you've also been like super generous with your time. We're gonna put the race on. We should probably let you get back to what you're doing too. Rajiv Mirage, thank you so
Thank you
much
for
again,
joining
man.
us.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was nice hanging with you guys.
Great seeing you, man.
Keep picking those winners.
Yeah, well, hey, make us proud later, all right? You could do this. You could do this. We got it. Thanks, Rajiv. Hey, if you need a bag, grab a bag. If you need one of those, grab one. Yeah.
Nebras coming up.
In case I don't bring money home for my wife, I can
You bring a bag. Bring the bag.
We're ready to go.
Listen, if you want to stay, I can ride your horses.
And we're up. In the Monmouth Stakes, uneventful beginning. Eldest Sun shown ready to show speed. Naptown hooks up with him.
Ready to show speed. Naptown hooks up with him. Radari takes back, runs in third. Sandpipes down on the inside of that one. Program Trading biding his time in the second last spot. And at the back is Nebras' stablemate as they come out of the chute onto the main proper course here. It's going to be Eldest Sun to set the pace with Naptown well off the rail here in about the 3 path. And now Naptown strides out to take a short lead. Eldest Sun on a hold the track. And Naptown clears off going into the clubhouse turn, gets towards the rail and opens up a length and a half on Eldest Sun, who runs in second. Sandpipes third, then Radari, Program Trading, and Nebras as the 6 runners in pretty much in single file line. Around the clubhouse turn they go. Naptown leaving the rail open. Sandpipes is moving forward, making an aggressive move to put some pace into this race now. And Sandpipes is going from third to first onto the backstretch with Paco Lopez looking for his 5th win today. With 5 furlongs to go, Sandpipes picks up the pace. Naptown a length behind now. He's running in second. 2 back to Eldest Sun. Program Trading getting closer. Level third now. Radari back in 5th, patiently ridden. He's 4 or 5 from the top and 2.5 clear of Nebras as they go towards the far turn. Sandpipes into that turn. 3 parts of a length ahead. Now it's a half. Naptown coming back on again to come and challenge here, and Program Trading is 3 wide right there with those leaders rounding the far turn. Program Trading moving up as they hit the quarter poles. Sandpipes
Naptown and a 3D program trading are all off the turn together with Radari chasing hard on the far outside. They're down the lane. Program trading has to go, and he kicks on now. Radari second. Sandpipes alongside of him. 16th to go. It's program trading clear. Program trading opening up 2.5 lengths, and his class is shining through. Program trading back to winning form in the Monmouth Stakes. Nebras rounds out the Chad Brown exacta. Then Sandpipes, who was third. Radari was fourth.
You can't tell if he has horse or not.
And when you're next to him riding, you think he's dead, and he's not.
Yeah, no,
You'll hear us in there. All right, so we were just talking about. I mean, look, first of all, program trading, doing what program trading should have done there. Obviously, towered over this field from a class perspective. On the outside, I think that was a little bit of a price that we got there. Was that Naptown flew on the outside? I can't really see. Is that Naptown?
Nope, that's Nebras.
Is it Nebras? Okay, Nebras at 6-1. All right, that was
4-8-1-2.
Okay. All right, and then so we were just talking about Paco Lopez. His first non-winning ride of the day, finishes third with Sandpipes, but still obviously pretty impressive. Ramon Moya,
what's up, guys?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Officially, I think your first time on one of our shows, but we've had you on ABR content before.
Yeah, I believe it was the TikTok Awards.
The TikTok Awards.
Right? Was that it?
That was it. The TikTok Awards. And what's the channel up to these days?
It's doing well. You know, just continuing to put content out there, and it's always evolving. You know, you can't let the channel get stale. I had a nice little sponsorship with a big company for the Derby. So
tell us about that.
Well, I have a content creator manager, and basically she goes through all my emails. A lot of them are like spams or just scams. So I don't know if I could say the name of the company. It was DraftKings, and it was at first we thought it was fake. Right. But then she kept talking to him, and we found out it was a real sponsorship deal for a video. So a lot of red tape, a lot of form filling and all that, but eventually I got the video out, and yeah, it was good.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, I would assume that DraftKings sponsors everything else in horse racing. Yeah. they may as well sponsor good jockey content.
Yeah. It was definitely cool. It was
That's
definitely
awesome,
cool.
man. Congrats. That's huge. And I mean, and you started this as really just sort of like for those who aren't familiar with it, you're wearing the hat, but you know, tell the people about kind of the passion project and kind of what it evolved into.
Yeah, so it's funny. It's not like I was savvy with cameras or anything like that. It just started on a whim. I'm like, you know what would be cool if I would just put some content out there for people that, you know, could see behind the scenes of horse racing. Like me, I'm a big sports guy, right? I like to see like when football players are mic'd up, and like I love that stuff. So I always wanted to see more content in horse racing, and when you YouTube it or Google it, you can't find it. So I'm like, all right, well, let me just put some videos, you know, of me breezing, and that's how it started. And I used to put music with it, and it did well, but my father one day was like, you know what, why don't you speak to them and explain what you're doing? And I'm like, no, that's not going to work. And sure enough, it did. And then, you know, a few videos went viral, and then, you know, it's just, but again, with content, it's always evolving. You can't get stale with it. Like, if you keep putting breeze videos, like, your views get down and, you know, they go back up. So you always have to find a way to be, you know, creative with it and keep, you know, continuing to grow. So.
And you've also kind of taken up some photography as well.
Yeah, you know, my late brother, my brother passed in 2019, and he was like, he had his bachelor's in photography and videography. So it's funny that I ended up picking up a camera, and I started playing with it. And again, when I started with it, I didn't know what I was doing. So, you know, I get a lot of messages like with the whole GoPro video. They're like, what camera you use and what mount. And I'm like, you know, like I just figured it out on my own. Like I just YouTube videos, and the same thing with photography and like videography as well. Like, you know, I have a buddy that's a director. the one that we did the short film with, that should be coming out within the next month. But so he gives me some tips. But yeah, I just it's something I like doing, you know. So if I have time in the mornings when I get done early, like let's say I have a couple horses to breeze, and I have the rest of the morning off, like I'll just come to the front side or maybe the 3/8 pole and just get some, you know, pictures or videos. So it's pretty cool.
Monmouth is sort of your home track, right? Yeah. And so how is the summer going, and how is it to be back riding at home?
Oh, I love it here. You know, I won my first race here. I live here. You know, a lot of people thought that I always lived in PA because I was primarily out of parks, but I live 5 minutes away. So when they open back up, I love it. It's so much nostalgia here. You know, even when my father...
You grew up around here?
Well, I grew up more north, like in the city, like Newark and Harrison, New Jersey.
Okay.
So it's an hour
From
away.
West Orange.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Neighbors.
Essex County, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I grew up north. I didn't really know anything about horses until, like, I was 19. And I just never grew. So my dad was like, yo, why don't you try it out? He was training here at the time. So when I first started riding horses, I learned on race horses, like at the track here, basically. Like my first time getting on the track here, I got ran off with. Like
Bet you did.
a few times.
And
I still do.
You're tall. You seem tall.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'7", but I think I'm like 5'7", pushing 5'8" now. Like,
How tall are you, Dan? Are we just all telling you?
No, I mean, especially for a jockey. I mean, you tower over all the jockeys.
Wait. I'm 5'6" if anybody asks here. But if anybody asks outside of the track,
5'9",
I'm
huh?
5'9". Thank you, 5'10". I'll take that.
I went on a date with a guy who I asked him how tall he was, and he was like, I'm 6 feet. And I said, let me see your license. I demanded to see the license. I said, that is not true. That is
Did it say 6 feet on the license?
No, it did not.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because, like, who's really going to measure you when you say something?
Honestly,
I mean,
I will at this
but
point.
women will realize that. Like, when you tell them you're 5'10", and let's say, you know, the girl's 5'7", like, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We're the same height.
Yeah.
But the audacity of me calling anybody short, like I'm 5'1" maybe, and like the idea that I call everybody short is
Listen,
just.
there's a lot of women that say that they won't date anybody unless they're 6 feet tall. Like,
I'm not that.
I feel like I'm like regular size. It's
But
funny
I don't want to
because
be eye level with you. Like, one of us needs
I don't
to
have
be
to
able.
actually look at you in the eyes. Is that what you're saying?
One of us needs to be able to reach the top shelf. Really.
yeah.
I was cooking last night. And I was on a stool. I had to stool to reach things up on the counter.
Yeah, it would be good to
great.
solve for that.
Yeah. Though I did realize recently, and I don't know why this has never dawned on me, tall people can see the top of my head.
Yeah, that's
that's
all
all
true.
I've never thought about that, and I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Not sure about that.
So you said up until the time you were 19, you weren't really even following racing or into
I
horse
didn't
racing?
know how many legs a horse had. Now, obviously, I'm being sarcastic, but yeah, like I grew up in the city. There was no horses, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be some
I just
farms.
knew, like, again, what I knew about horses until I like got to the point where I was working in this was like, my dad was a bettor. He liked betting on the horses, so he'd take me to the, I don't know if you remember the OTB, the off-track betting. You know, we just go into these places. They got the horse
Yeah,
racing
no,
on
I
these
know.
screens.
I definitely know what they are, but yeah.
And so that was like my exposure to it. So I knew how many legs they had, but it was only because I was betting them primarily.
Yeah.
My legs you meant in a pick form.
yeah, exactly. But then, once you get into, that's the thing that's cool, actually, like for somebody like me, and I think for you in the position you're in, like where I didn't realize how many different stories there were and how many layers there were between the grooms and the trainers and the assistants and the exerciser, and I'm just like, it's like so many different people involved, and they've all got like some incredible backstory about how they got there.
You know what? Even when it comes to riding, right? So like, my dad owned horses when I was very young, and I just remember the smell. I was so fascinated with like the racetrack and that smell, and it always, like, I don't know, like, I just love that smell of horses. So when I was younger, he owned, a few horses, so we'd go to the Meadowlands, but I vaguely remember that, and then he started training. But then I just remember looking at jockeys like, oh, I could do that, right? Like, oh, I'm definitely athletic. Like, that looks so easy. And, like, I was way off. Like, this is the hardest thing in the world.
I don't
to
know
do.
what made you think it was easy. I
Well,
mean, like
because,
that
like,
would
Good
never.
ones make it look easy.
Well,
Yeah,
I played sports my whole life, right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at some of these guys.
So
I'm
you're
like,
just sitting there.
I could do that. Like,
The
that's,
horse does all the work.
Yeah,
It's
that's
fine.
that. Listen, I'm fit. You know, I play ball. I play football, baseball.
got
I
this.
think I'm fit. Like, I mean, I can run a marathon tomorrow. I jump 8 jumps on a horse, and I am red-faced and sucking wind.
mean,
like I'm gonna die.
You just have to sit on that equalizer for a minute with your legs up, and then
That-
like, oh my god, I need
It
to
will
lay
humble
down for
you
an hour.
I
so
tell you
fast.
what, that still doesn't do it. Like,
It's not even close.
if I don't ride a race for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks,
Yeah, your body's out of
I'll
whack.
be on the exerciser. I'll run every day, do everything right, and I still get tired.
Really?
That's how demanding it is to
Wow.
ride a race. Yeah.
So you can do
Because
everything else, but not ride in it.
There's nothing that can like emulate that, you know, motion and muscle and fitness and lungs.
and the adrenaline, I think, has a part of it too.
Yeah, no, that too. And you know, the horse you're on as well. You know, so if you're not riding like a hang on and you really got to get to work on them, like that's gonna really, really like. Listen, till this day, there's some days that I might be a little more tired than others. You know what I mean? So, and I've been, you know, constantly riding races for the past, you know, whatever, a few years, and I still get from time to time a little gas just because of the horse I'm on. So it's definitely a demanding sport for sure.
Yep. So I'm just going to switch gears slightly here, and we are going to take a little break here shortly, and we'll come back with the Salvator Mile here in about an hour or so. Before we do, I've got to understand. You tell me you grew up in and around Newark, and then you're in the comments telling me the Spurs are going to win. How are you not? Are you not rooting for the Knicks? What's going on here?
So one, I'm not really a big basketball fan, right? I'm more like football, right? I'm a Cowboys fan.
Oh,
All right,
oh
I know,
my
I know.
God!
And
Who
let me
is
guess,
this
you're
guy?
you're a Giants fan,
I mean,
right?
I'm somewhat neutral on it. Like I probably root Giants more than Jets,
Oh,
but
well,
the
that's
Cowboys.
better. Listen,
I'm a Mets fan, so I have enough heartache.
I'm
in
a
my
Mets
life.
fan. I'm a Mets fan too.
Your son plays football too, right?
Oh yeah, my son plays college ball. Yeah.
Nice.
And he's a Cowboys fan too. So, but
I didn't know you had a kid in college. That's cool.
yeah,
so
he's 19. He's actually started working at the track this summer. He's,
Oh, wow.
He's
Which
hot
track?
walking
Which track?
horses here.
Awesome.
He's here with me.
nice.
Yeah.
Give him a shout out.
Yeah, Juju, if you're watching, what's up, buddy? Better come to work and be on time.
Exactly. Not joking.
Back
yeah,
to the
so-
Spurs.
yeah, the Spurs.
So
Let's hear it.
I'm not per se a Spurs fan, but I am a Wemby fan. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I collect sports cards.
Oh, you just started a whole new conversation. Are you into cards?
Oh, am I?
my
I just got like 10 graded PSA
guys.
cards.
Wemby's or other
Oh
ones?
no, I got Jackson Dart, Green Uptowns.
Dude, I didn't know you were a card guy.
Cam Ward, RPA.
Bro, my whole phone is like Fanatics Lives,
dude,
PSA.
I sell on eBay too.
Dude, me too.
I appreciate the like
eBay's
niche,
right there.
weird
Look,
hobbies. a lot of
Fanatics Live
racetrack
right
fans
there.
have.
I'm gonna show you right quick.
Oh, let me see the shop, man. Let me see the shop. Oh, dude, this is
So
a,
that's my last 3 month sales. It just
look at this guy.
we're definitely gonna have to do a show about this. Yeah.
Dude, this is, oh, you got some good stuff. Wow, yeah, you have better
Look,
stuff than I
nice
do.
little slab I just got the other day. Shador Auto.
Oh my
PSA
God, that's-
10.
Did you pull that, or like, how did you get that?
That one I buy into breaks a lot.
Oh,
but
are you on Fanatics Live or whatnot? Or?
I do whatnot on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Probably
wow.
probably a little more than I should, but
It gets pricey. It gets
does
pricey.
But I love it. I love
that
it.
Shador is sick.
But that's why I'm rooting for the Spurs because and on top of that, Dylan Harper, he's from Jersey.
Yeah, he's amazing too. I don't have any of his cards. I've got to get some of his
I don't
stuff.
have too much ball. I have a few Wembys, not rookies, but
Yeah,
and
Castle's another guy. I
he's
got to
so
buy some of
good.
his stuff
He's so
because
good.
he's incredible. That's why it's shocking. Like, I mean, you look at the talent on that team. I mean, talent-wise,
they're really good.
they're really good.
I think Wemby's choking a little bit.
Yeah.
You could see it.
Yeah, he's definitely made some mistakes that you wouldn't expect him to make. Obviously, the pass was one thing. You know, I
Them
mean,
2 free throws
the
too.
free throws.
But you got to give it to the Knicks. They are playing great. I mean, you can't deny that.
I mean, him coming for the double on Brunson and just not not being down low.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
that
my
was
point
everything.
too. He's always up top. He's by the 3-point line. He should be down low.
Yeah. So look, I'll take it. I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I know these guys are better than this. I'm talking about the Spurs. They could
100%.
they could have easily swept. They could be up 3-1, and instead it's the opposite.
I'll tell you a fun fact. Wemby's never lost more than 2-3 games in a row.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Since he came in late. Yeah. I mean, he's a freak, and I don't have any of his stuff. Like I can't afford any of his stuff.
I was gonna
like,
buy a rookie base, but they're going for like $200.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not doing that.
I think they said the what is it? The Prism,
Silver.
The Prism Silvers now. The 10s are like 3,500.
Yeah, 3-4K graded. Yeah.
You got to get into cards.
I have enough expensive hobbies.
A lot of money in it.
No, I have. I have enough expensive hobbies. I do not need more expensive hobbies.
Yeah.
Though I have recently gotten into antiquing.
Oh, that's fun.
Which I find
That's
really
fun.
delightful.
Yeah, there you
collecting
go.
like weird things.
I feel like you've got it, like especially with horse racing. Like this is such an intense industry. Like you need
100%.
something. Like on Saturdays, I go to card shows. Like I
I haven't been to one yet.
You gotta
wow,
go.
I bet
There's
that's full of some
yeah.
characters. I bet those are full of.
I mean, not anything that's any crazier than the racetrack.
So I can't cast any stones because I'm going to go home tonight and watch a WWE documentary. So
there you go.
I like live for like early '90s, '80s wrestling is my like niche interest.
Okay,
so I can't make fun of you guys.
Speaking
for this.
of, let me blow your mind here real quick.
I'll tell you a fun fact. I have a Xavier Leggett. You know who he is, right?
yeah.
I have an RPA of his, right? And
That's a rookie patch.
Thank you.
I love him.
Appreciate
I
that.
love
This is
him
an
as a
educational
player
moment.
on the Panthers. And the other day he started following me.
Oh, on TikTok?
I freaked out
Oh,
on Instagram. I was like a fangirl. And I was like, I ran to my son. I was like, yo, look who started following me. He's like, message him. I'm like, no, it's too soon. It's too soon.
Too soon.
Don't say nothing yet.
I will say, so back when I was on Twitter, Johnny V would often like my stupid horse show videos, and I'd be like, "Well, that's cool." Like that'd be a thing. As I'm like missing and chipping to every jump, like
it's Johnny V.
That's
I mean,
cool.
come on, he's the GOAT.
So I just posted this on eBay last night.
I
Wrestling
mean-
cards,
I mean-
WWE cards.
Okay, like I might just slide you some money under the table
This
here,
is-
and like
this is what I showed her.
Oh,
Like I just got this card.
So-
Dude, I definitely
Right?
got to get your
Old school.
eBay. That was my kitchen the other day.
Oh my god, this guy's like a full blown
Oh,
shop.
dude,
This
I
guy's
got
like-
cases.
Oh, no, you don't mess
I
around,
got the
I get it.
wall.
Yeah, I think you're
So they're
slightly more
they're
advanced than me.
wrestling they're
I just
wrestling
started
cards?
6 months ago.
Dude,
I could
this
be
is-
into the wrestling cards. I could.
Yeah, they got
Do you have-
wrestling.
do you have a
That's a
Hitman?
big
Do you have a
market.
Hitman one?
I don't have Bret Hart.
well, what
I got
good
this
are
one,
you?
NWO. You
Shawn
remember that?
Michaels. I would
NWO?
love a Shawn Michaels
That's
auto.
kind of cool. That's
If
cool.
you
Or
remember
like a
that
Stone
NWO
Cold,
era?
of course.
So, wait, we're still live. We should probably let people get back to
as
their
riveting
lives.
as I'm sure is for people.
Oh, I forgot we're live. Sorry, guys. Talk
All
about
right.
horses.
All right, so real quick, for those who aren't yet, who somehow may not have found you yet on TikTok, where can they find you, and what can they expect when they start following?
You can find me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, and it's Moya Rides Races. And I have one page, so be careful. But they could expect, a lot of POV, point of view videos, a lot of morning videos, a lot of horse training videos, educational videos, racing videos. I mean, anything to do with horse racing. And sometimes just me even speaking about a certain topic. I was like, you asked me how tall I was, and I just have a video. I haven't posted it yet, but I'm speaking on the weight and how hard it is for a person like me it is to do weight. So just all things horse racing.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. I
It's
mean,
a
again,
great
there's
follow.
so many elements to it. So a few things here. I'm going to give you this look around Monmouth Park because Alex Probst shot it earlier and we didn't get to it, which was
that's
criminal. So
We were too busy talking about cards.
we were
We took up a few minutes talking about cards.
But I like this video because it just shows you the access. You could get up right up and kind of take a look at the horses. It's such a great vibe. Max is right there.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Right?
I love stuff like that.
It's just this track is beautiful. It's like
Yeah.
it's such a
It really is.
people see Monmouth Park. They might see it when they're betting the races. They look up on the screen and say,
No,
Actually,
you
when
have
you're
to,
here,
you have
right?
to come here. You have to come here.
It's something, the sand sculpture here, it's famous when you walk in. That's one of the first things you see. And
They
it
have
obviously.
the food trucks, the wine festivals, the paint facing for the kids. They got
great
the
family track.
Oh, it definitely is.
Great
Definitely
family
is, yeah.
track. So we're gonna leave you with the live feed in a moment, and we'll kind of let you watch the next couple of races. We're gonna be back before race 9, so hang here. But before we get to the live feed, wanted to show you a video that our team, Greg Charkoudian, shot last week at Saratoga before and during the Belmont Stakes with the winning team behind Golden Tempo.
Embarrassing, please stop. It wasn't embarrassing the first time.
Yeah, because it was only 4 of us. Yeah,
And when I wake up. I was actually born in Saratoga, but it's nice to see the whole community rally around. I do represent Saratoga, and it's something I'm very proud of. It's okay. You're shy. It's all right. Can I put my arm around you, or you want me to put us aside? Okay.
Jerry?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
My daughter thinks you're a hero, and that's all right with me.
That's very sweet. I always feel like I'm being followed. You're just like, you go on auto. Okay, don't say anything really stupid and don't say a curse word. Somebody's watching me. It's my anxiety. And praying for love. Warm up away from the pony. I don't need to tell you anything.
All right.
You're just going to have to be a bit more tactical with the play the pace. He's been a lot more forward since the Derby. He's not trying to change his running style, but I'm just hoping he doesn't give himself so much to do at the end of the race. All right, Jose, I said let's do one more big thing together. I lied. Let's do another one, okay? Tempo, 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 tempo. Okay, it didn't take on.
They're in the gate. And they're off in the Belmont Stakes at Saratoga. And Power Shift sprints out of the gate. So too will Equity on the inside. Vitruvian in third. Then it's Emerging Market. 4th and 3.5 off the Chief Wallaby will go 3 wide out. Golden Tempo is coming along with Commandment as the field turns the racetrack. Commandment's running a giant race. Renegade in between and Golden Tempo.
My breath. Golden Tempo is amazing. Jose is amazing. The Phipps family, St. Elias is amazing. It's been wonderful to have such a historic race here. It's a lot of family here. So meaningful because the town gets to have this and celebrate it along with all of us.
Here's the field, ladies and gentlemen, for race number 7. Number 1 is Scratch. Number 2, Clever Charlie with Luis Rivera Jr. Number 3, Fully Committed, Sonny Leone, the pilot. Number 4, Bon Courage, Chantal Sutherland, the jockey. Number 5 is Scratch. Number 6, Last Romance. Angel Cruz has the call today. Number 7 is Doing This with Charlie Marquez. Number 8, Holiday Express, Jose Gomez, the pilot. Number 9 is Sir Newton's Law, Jorge Vargas Jr., the rider. Completing the field is number 10, Happy Offering. Paco Lopez looking for another one. 4 minutes until race 7. The runners are approaching the starting gate. And the runners are now about to load in. Clever Charlie, the first one up. Well, Clever Charlie went into the gate, then went out. So he'll get another chance to do that. He'll get back behind the starting gate, and then they'll reload Clever Charlie. They've already loaded doing this. He's the only one in the gate currently. Holiday Express, he's going to come up to post 8 and go into the gate himself. Clever Charlie being led back behind the gate. The gray fully committed coming up. They're going to load him. Clever Charlie will be in a moment. Clever Charlie goes into the gate. Sir Newton's Law coming up. Bon Courage, post position number 4. 2 back. Last Romance with Angel Cruz and Happy Offering and Paco Lopez. The rider of the day so far today draws the outside post with this one. Goes in. We're ready to go. And drop. Slow break from Fully Committed. No problems from Bon Courage, who strides in front. Happy Offering put into play, and Sir Newton's Law is there. Clever Charlie down on the inside in a little bit of a tight spot. He's going to ease off the speed going into the first turn. Doing this joins him as they corner. Holiday Express on the outside. Third last. 2 ahead of Bon Courage and Fully Committed at the back of the pack as they round the clubhouse turn. Pretty contentious pace here. Sir Newton's Law in the middle. Happy Offering in the 3 path comes calling for the lead, grabs it, and opens up a length and a half on Sir Newton's Law. Bon Courage takes back in third now, being joined by both Doing This and Holiday Express to the outside. Then Clever Charlie, Last Romance, is in the green. He's only about 4 behind, 3 lengths clear of Fully Committed as they start to pack up a little bit here, approaching the half-mile pole. Happy Offering, the 4 to 5 favorite, clear a length and a tail. Holiday Express second. Sir Newton's Law shown more rain and shoved upon from that third spot. Last Romance going okay all the way into third. He's advanced position. 3 wide as they sail into the far turn. Fully Committed is trying to make a dash from last on the outside of horses. He's all the way into fourth now, but he's hard ridden to do it as they round the far turn. Happy Offering still going okay. Last Romance in the 3 path coming to challenge here. And Holiday Express is between that pair with Fully Committed still trying. He's in fourth, 3 behind under a ride, getting outside. Top of the stretch. Happy Offering still up top. Last Romance grandstand side. Holiday Express trying between horses, struggling to keep pace with Happy Offering. Last Romance bearing down for a fight. These two with a 16th to go. 1-2 Fully Committed. Third trying to lunge late. Happy Offering just keeps going under Paco. Happy Offering, Paco Lopez, 5 wins today. Happy Offering all the way. Last Romance second. Fully Committed third. Holiday Express fourth. Number 10, Happy Offering was first. 6, Last Romance second. 3, Fully Committed third. 8, Holiday Express fourth. 10, 6, 3, 8, your top 4. Now entering the winner's circle is number 10, Happy Offering, a 4-year-old bay gelding by Kurban out of a Fra by Hard Spud. Happy Offering was bred in New Jersey by Carmine Spinella, now owned by Prancing Horse Farm LLC, trained by Chuck Spina, and your winning jockey, Paco Lopez. A huge day for jockey Paco Lopez here. 5 wins on the program for jockey Paco Lopez. Race 8 is coming up next in a mile on the turf. Scratch number 2, Lady of Troy. Start of the late pick 3. It's a $3 minimum and a 15% takeout. 22 minutes until race 8. Now in the winner's circle with winning jockey Paco Lopez, members of the In Memory of Kim Herbert group, in which race number 7 was named after. 21 minutes until race 8. We're ready to go. And we're off. Slow break from Fully Committed. No problems from Bon Courage, who strides in front. Happy Offering put into play, and Sir Newton's Law is there. Clever Charlie down on the inside in a little bit of a tight spot. He's going to ease off the speed going into the first turn. Doing this joins him as they corner. Holiday Express on the outside. Third last. 2 ahead of Bon Courage and Fully Committed at the back of the pack as they round the clubhouse turn. Pretty contentious pace here. Sir Newton's Law in the middle. Happy Offering in the 3 path comes calling for the lead, grabs it, and opens up a length and a half on Sir Newton's Law. Bon Courage takes back in third now, being joined by both Doing This and Holiday Express to the outside. Then Clever Charlie, Last Romance, is in the green. He's only about 4 behind, 3 lengths clear of Fully Committed as they start to pack up a little bit here, approaching the half-mile pole. Happy Offering, the 4-5 favorite, clear length and a tail. Holiday Express second. Sir Newton's Law shown more rain and shoved upon from that third spot. Last Romance going okay all the way into third. He's advanced position. 3 wide as they sail into the far turn. Fully Committed is trying to make a dash from last on the outside of horses. He's all the way into 4th now, but he's hard ridden to do it as they round the far turn. Happy Offering still going okay. Last Romance in the 3 path coming to challenge here. And Holiday Express is between that pair with Fully Committed still trying. He's in 4th, 3 behind Under a Ride getting outside. Top of the stretch. Happy Offering still up top. Last Romance Grandstand side. Holiday Express trying between horses, struggling to keep pace with Happy Offering. Last Romance bearing down for a fight. These two with a 16th to go. 1-2 Fully Committed. 3rd trying to lunge late. Happy Offering just keeps going under Paco. Happy Offering. Paco Lopez 5 wins today. Happy Offering all the way. Last Romance 2nd. Fully Committed 3rd. Holiday Express 4th. And the rudders are now making their way onto the track for race 8, a maiden $40,000 claimer. Fillies and Bears, 3-year-olds and upward at 1 mile on the turf. Scratch number 2, Lady of Troy. In the 8th race, there's Win, Place, Show. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta wagering. The late pick 3 begins here. There's also daily double wagering. Remember, the late pick 3 is a $3 minimum. Post time, 5 minutes. Here's the field, ladies and gentlemen, for race 8. Number 1 is Midnight Millie. Noel Herman has the call today. Number 2 is Scratch. Number 3, Omaha Moiselle. Chantal Sutherland, the jockey. Number 4, Mind Boggling. Samuel Marin has the call today. Number 5, Enjoying. Paco Lopez, the rider. La Pluma is number 6, warming up outside of the post parade there. Jorge Vargas Jr., the top. Philly. Number 7, Lucky Louisa. Tyler Gaffleone. Number 8, Neck of Cairo. Sonny Leone has this one without the pony. Number 9, Easter Millie. Kendry Rivera. And rounding out the field is number 10, Tis Awesome. Charlie Marquez is the rider. 4 minutes to post. Runners approaching the gate. Runners facing up to the gate for the 8th race. Lucky Louisa has gone in. Midnight Millie coming up to the starting gate. Goes forward. Omaha Moiselle, post number 3. Mind-boggling going forward. Enjoying coming up. Here's Enjoying. Neck of Cairo has gone in. 2 back. Easter Millie and Tiz Awesome. Working with Easter Millie to take her turn in the gate. The riders hopped off here. Kendry Rivera and then Tiz Awesome will complete the loading process. Still working with Easter Millie. We kick off the $3 late pick 3 here. $5 late double starts in race number 9 today. And remember, every double and pick 3 wager we have here at Monmouth is a 15% takeout wager. Easter Millie has been slow to load in the past, so this is not anything uncharacteristic for her. And now she decides to go in, so there you go. Tiz Awesome will round out the group. Outside post for Tiz Awesome. Enjoying number 5, your current favorite. Paco Lopez looking for a hat trick times 2. 6 wins on the card. We're ready to go. And Lara, Easter Millie away awkwardly, having to take up after the start was mind-boggling. Omaha Moiselle goes to the lead with Lucky Louisa. Lucky Louisa on top. Tiz Awesome from the far outside gets into it. Takes the second position early on. So Lucky Louisa is the pacemaker. Tiz Awesome going to come outside and press going into the turn. Enjoying runs in third. Omaha Moiselle inside as they go into the first turn. Neck of Cairo, the gray filly. She's 5 lengths off the pace, a length in front of Midnight Millie. La Pluma to the outside. And Easter Millie, who's deeper on the course, second to last. Mind-boggling at the back of the pack. And she's 10 lengths behind. Onto the backstretch. Lucky Louisa, first start turf, first start 2 turns. Leads the way a length. Tiz Awesome runs in second. There's Enjoying the favorite. Perched 3 wide in the third position, going well in the early stages of the backstretch run. Omaha Moiselle down on the inside. Easter Millie has passed a few runners. She's level 4th. And Neck of Cairo's between horses, 4 lengths off the lead. Gap of another 4 lengths to Mind-boggling, who's come under a ride. La Pluma to the outside of her, and Midnight Millie is at the back as they corner. Lucky Louisa still clear length. Enjoying takes second, comes after that front runner. Omaha Moiselle is third and struggling a bit. Tiz Awesome going in the wrong direction. The others well behind. 2 runners battle it out on the lead. Enjoying Lucky Louisa. Swing off the turn as one. Inside Lucky Louisa. Outside Enjoying. They're nose and nose with a furlong to go. Mind-boggling up in the third with Omaha Moiselle. Enjoying takes the lead from Lucky Louise with a 16th to go. Mind-boggling trying to sneak up the pine here, but Enjoying, she's clear and she's got it. It's Paco's day. It's his world here at Monmouth today. 6 of the 8 races have gone to Paco. Omaha Moiselle was second, and then Mind-boggling and Lucky Louisa. Now in the winner's circle is number 5, Enjoying, a 3-year-old bay filly by Midshipman out of Happy Joy by Kitten's Joy. Enjoying, bred in Kentucky by Green Lantern Stable, now owned by MHM Stables LLC and Eclipse Thoroughbred Partners. Trained by Graham Motion. That's 2 wins today for trainer Graham Motion. Paco Lopez, 6 wins on the Haskell Preview Day card. Big day for jockey Paco Lopez. 21 minutes until race number 9, the Salvator Mile. Scratch numbers 1, 5, and 8. Post time, 21 minutes. Now in the winner's circle with winning jockey Paco Lopez, members of the Win, Place, Show Us the Money JD Group, in which race number 8 was named after. We're ready to go. And Lara, Easter Millie away awkwardly, having to take up after the start was mind-boggling. Omaha Mazel goes to the lead with Lucky Louisa. Lucky Louisa on top. Tis Awesome from the far outside gets into it. Takes the second position early on. So Lucky Louisa is the pacemaker. Tis Awesome going to come outside and press going into the turn. Enjoying runs in third. Omaha Mazel inside as they go into the first turn. Neck of Cairo, the gray filly. She's 5 lengths off the pace, a length in front of Midnight Millie. La Pluma to the outside. And Easter Millie, who's deeper on the course, second to last. Mind-boggling at the back of the pack. And she's 10 lengths behind. Onto the backstretch. Lucky Louisa. First start turf. First start 2 turns. Leads the way a length. Tis Awesome runs in second. There's Enjoying the favorite. Perched 3 wide in the third position. Going well in the early stages of the backstretch run. Omaha Mazel down on the inside. Easter Millie has passed a few runners. She's level 4th. And Neck of Cairo's between horses, 4 lengths off the lead. Half of another 4 lengths to Mind-Boggling, who's come under a ride. La Pluma to the outside of her, and Midnight Millie is at the back as they corner. Lucky Louisa still clear length. Enjoying takes second, comes after that front runner. Omaha Mazel is third and struggling a bit. Tis Awesome going in the wrong direction. The others well behind. 2 runners battle it out on the lead. Enjoying Lucky Louisa. Swing off the turn as one. Inside Lucky Louisa. Outside Enjoying. They're nose and nose with a furlong to go. Mind-Boggling up in the third with Omaha Mazel. Enjoying takes the lead from Lucky Louisa with a 16th to go. Mind-Boggling trying to sneak up the pine here, but Enjoying, she's clear and she's got it. It's Paco's day. It's his world here at Monmouth today. 6 of the 8 races have gone to Paco. Omaha Mazel was second, and then Mind-Boggling and Lucky Louisa.
Mark Belote. I'm a partner in Counting Stars and very excited for today. I've always loved horse racing. My son lives up in this area and love coming here to Saratoga and always wanted to be an owner. And I see West Point's name all over the place, so I thought I'd give it a try, and it's worked out really well for us. And the Oaks was fantastic. Walking down that track, all the people in the crowd yelling for Counting Stars. It was just a really cool experience. I think she's going to do well. I can't give you a prediction. It's a very tough field. I'm feeling very optimistic. This is my wife, Debbie, yes.
I do my cameo.
So I wore this at the Oaks and custom made, and it's perfect for today, too. Counting Stars right here. Yeah, so I'm ready. Woo! She looks really good. She's cool, calm, and collected, so see what happens out there. Trust in NYRA. Never thought we would get, I can't say lucky, but I just can't believe it. It's been this good.
Counting Stars, Counting Stars.
Here we go. We're in the gate.
And they're off.
All right, broke well. See what happens. Come on, NYRA. He's boxed in again.
Your rival comes to her.
Come on, girl. Here we go. Come on.
Off the fence.
Come on, NYRA. Get her going.
Drops back and then prompt queen.
Come on, NYRA.
11 and 2.
Come on, NYRA.
Runner is up to take the lead.
Come on,
Counting Stars.
Come on,
and
NYRA.
Counting Stars. Unleashes.
Come on.
Furious rally. And goes right by.
How'd you do?
We won!
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Congratulations!
That was awesome. NYRA did a great job. I thought she was going to get boxed in again like she did in the Oaks, and they got her to the outside, and as soon as she was on the outside, I knew she was going to win. Oh my God, that was so exciting. Everybody jumping up and down. I lost my voice already. So I'm super excited. Time for some champagne now. Woo!
I am not quiet about anything in life. So yeah, I'm a loud celebrator.
Yeah. Wow. I look really big somehow in this. You look like you're.
I'm not
low.
tall.
I mean, you're tall. I mean,
I'm not tall like you. You're very tall.
I'm not. Wow. Thank you. It's the first time that's been said. All right. So we took a little bit of a break. Thanks everyone who stuck with us here. We're watching the races, betting the races here at Monmouth Park. We got one more big stakes race here. It's the Salvator Mile, and there's some good horses in this race. Let's take a look. First of all, let's see if we can get, here we go, side by side. Well, actually, maybe it's better this way for, well, what am I doing? What am I doing, guys? What am I doing? What am I doing? All right, anyway, we'll tell you the odds. The one horse is Scratch. The two horses Grande. You saw Rajiv Mirage with us earlier.
10 to 1.
10 to 1, big price. Point Doom, who won at 7 to 1 in the Carter Handicap 2 races back, is 7 to 1 today. So are we sleeping on Point Doom? Grandmo the First, speaking of sevens, Paco going for lucky win number 7, Paco Lopez. If he wins this race on number 4, Grandmo the First, that will be his 7th win of the day. Craziness. Bonkers. Favorite is the 6 horse, 2 to 5, Bishop's Bay. This horse ran in the Saudi Cup, has won a bunch of graded stakes races, finished second in the grade 3 Westchester last out. The 7 C Streak is 70 to 1.
Well.
70 to 1?
Well.
This horse ran in the Haskell a couple of years ago.
A couple of years ago.
And then didn't run all of 2025. Came back and then did not run a great race. But they're putting him into a big race. So you would think that, like, there's something there, right? All right, never mind.
You would think.
Never mind. Never mind. The 8 is Scratched. And the 9 is East Avenue, a horse who's had a ton of hype. A ton of hype. Has run in all grade 1, grade 2, a couple of grade 3s. Ran in the Kentucky Derby. Finished 8th in the Kentucky Derby. Then won the Matt Win. And then it's been sort of disappointing since then in a couple of grade 3s and grade 2s. Fourth last out in the Ali Sheba. I mean, I think East Avenue is becoming one of those horses that were just like, yeah, prove it to me.
Well, and I think this is kind of his last chance to really do so. I love the third start of a form cycle angle. And I think if he's ever going to make that big step forward as an older horse, and he may have just been a really good 2-year-old that kind of didn't physically or mentally mature. Like sometimes I think these precocious 2-year-olds, they're the kid that like hit puberty a little bit early in school, and then everyone catches up. But there's that moment where they look like they are like 3 years older.
To put it. So East Avenue sort of like peaked early, kind of leveled off, and everyone's kind of caught up.
Everyone
and maybe
caught
surpassed
up.
them. Yeah. So we talked about this race. Like the speed in the race is one thing that will ultimately determine how this plays out. Otter Mischief, the 5 who scratched, had a lot of speed. Yeah.
Scratch from a pace perspective.
Yep. The 7's got a little bit of speed and is stretching out, and so could potentially be there and put pressure on the outside. But really, it's I think the 2 and the 3, and then I mean East Avenue. Rajiv seemed to think East Avenue would go early, but I don't know. I think the 3. There's also possible 3 could get loose, which makes that horse dangerous at 7-1.
Point Doom's so interesting because he just has to be better than his last race, and I kind of admire the big swing. When you have a horse that nice, you deserve to kind of go and try Grade 1 company, and he won the Grade 2 Carter. Absolutely deserved that jump up to that huge spot in the Churchill Downs Stakes on the Derby undercard. And this is a horse I'm very familiar with. I've seen quite a few times at Parks, and he's really come into his own, gotten into his best form yet as a 5-year-old. I think if he gets loose, he might be awfully tough to catch. He gets brave out there.
Yeah, he's a fun horse. The Bush Racing team jumped into the chat earlier. They said they were going to come by. Hopefully we'll see them at some point. If you're in the chat, let us know you're betting. 10 minutes to post the Salvator Mile. So what's the rest of the summer look like for you?
We race Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at Parks. In July, we add Thursdays. We'll be doing twilight racing Thursday evenings, the first 4 Thursdays in July.
That sounds amazing.
It'll be a lot of fun. There'll be like camel and ostrich racing. Like we're doing like fun family events.
You could bet on ostrich? Oh, you said camel. And I said gambling on ostrich racing.
I mean, whatever you do privately, I'm not. This is a judgment-free zone. But they're going to let me ride an ostrich, so I'm really excited about that.
Are we sure you should do that?
Yeah, I just got my back injected. I feel great. It'll be fine.
I don't know.
What's the worst that could happen?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not going to do it in a race, but I do want to tootle around and see what it's like.
Tootle around.
Yeah. So, I'm going to be up to Mischief for July, and then we take
into Mischief.
Yeah, there we go. 3-week break in August of racing at Parks. So, I'll probably find myself.
To Saratoga?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And then come here, right? The big day here is what? July. Can you name off the top of your head the Haskell Day? Is it July 17th?
That sounds right.
Okay. Let's see. Haskell 2026. Just want to
Way to be prepared.
I know. July 18th.
Close.
Yikes. My bad.
Very close.
Let's hope that my dad hasn't been watching this whole show and already made plans. And he's like, okay, July 17th. So I'm just coming July 17th. He shows up on the 17th.
Well, there could still be things happening.
Exactly. And then leaves for the Haskell. But no, we've got to get him out of the house. We also got to get him, and he might be watching because I think he probably came home a little earlier than usual to get ready for this Morocco game. Morocco versus Brazil, 6 o'clock, the World Cup game I've been most looking forward to. I looked up tickets in January for this game. What do you think the cheapest ticket was I could find in January for Morocco versus Brazil?
Higher or lower than what the NOAACon tickets are going for now? Also, if anyone wants to take me to NOAACon as their friend, I would love to go.
What are those going for?
A bunch of money.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
I would think more expensive.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was $2,500 per.
Wow.
Yeah, and then there were some that were like $4,000, but it was like I think it was food and drink included.
Sure.
So, good deal.
Yeah, a bargain.
Great deal. So we didn't do it, and then last week, as fortune would have it, I was driving back from Saratoga after Belmont Stakes, and I stopped at a rest station, and I saw all these people wearing Moroccan soccer jerseys, and so I went up to them. I was like, "What are you doing? Like, are you guys with the team?" They're like, "No. There's a friendly. There's like a practice match, basically." It's like, "Where is it?" They said it's in Harrison, 15 minutes from me. I had no idea the match was going on. It was kind of like a practice match. So we got tickets at like a tenth of the price, and we went there and we sat like we could touch the players. which of course I tried.
Did you?
And it didn't work out.
And now
well
you're
for
not
me.
allowed back,
Yeah,
huh?
exactly. So I will be watching the rest of the World Cup from home.
Safe. So the players are safe from you.
Exactly.
So this is a big couple of days for you right now.
It's a big couple of hours for
Sure.
me. I'm honestly just happy I've gotten through this. No doubt been a big help in
You're welcome.
making sure that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's World Cup, which I've just gotten into soccer really like in the past 4 or 5 years, but like the past 2 years I've really gotten into soccer. It's a cool sport. And again, like Ramon was saying, the reason why I've gotten into it crazy is because of cards. Like once you collect cards of like whatever it is, you start watching that thing or that person. And he was like collecting Wembanyama on the Spurs, which is why he's like, I want the Spurs to do well, so my cards go up. It's like sort of like gambling.
It really is, right? So you're chasing the same sort of action,
Yeah.
just in a different method.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's cool because you're watching sports, you're rooting for something, you become a fan of something, and then you have something that's worth more money after.
Like a winning ticket.
Like a winning ticket. Yeah. So, I don't know. Anyway, the chat's very quiet. Chat, do you not have a pick in the Salvator Mile? Come on now. 3 to 5 feels short on Bishop's Bay. Am I?
Yeah.
I mean, we knew he'd be the favorite, but 3 to 5?
I think he's very tough. So he is a horse, funny enough. There are certain horses we become fans of for whatever reason, right?
Yeah.
And my great mentor in all of horse racing was a man named Jim Bishop. So whenever there's a horse with a Bishop name, I'm always a little more inclined to root for them.
Okay.
Because deep down, you are all superstitious or sentimental. We are all that's a racing fan sort of thing.
Speaking of names, last week I think was the 7th or 8th time that I've seen Bookham Dano run live, and I haven't bet on him, and he's won all those races.
What a cool horse.
And every time he wins, people text me like, oh my God, Bookham Dano. And I'm just like, yeah, I just got knocked out of the pick 4 again. Awesome.
He and Ben Tornado it's such a cool rivalry. Yeah. I'm not really, sprinters are not really my jam.
Right.
But I am enjoying those two.
Are sprinters anyone's jam?
I think there are people that like them.
I like turf sprinters, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, no, I just prefer turf racing. Typically in general, as a fan, I just like the kind of horses that are normally turf horses.
Yeah.
Though one of my favorite races of all time is you and Carson Hollow in the Test. I think that's one of the... That's like a top 10 all-time race for me.
Classic. Absolutely. All right, so I'm going to just say this. My big bet of the day is the 4 here. And I was really excited about this horse when I saw all the speed. But I'm still excited about this horse at 7-1. I'm surprised I'm still seeing 7-1 given how well Paco's been riding. This is a horse who was 3rd in the Florida Derby, 3rd in the Tampa Bay Derby back when he was a 3-year-old 2 years ago. Didn't run well in the Kentucky Derby. Has gradually kind of made his way back. Only ran once last year. And then this year, his return race, he put up a 92 buyer, won easily. And that was that's the highest number he's ever posted. I like seeing horses that post a big number and optional claiming or an allowance race coming back off a long break.
Sure.
Who have back class. Because I'm like, if he did that there, I have every confidence he could post a triple digit number here. And I think he's going to run a massive race. If he could settle in just behind the horses dueling, the only thing that gives me pause, honestly, is hearing Rajiv say he's going to sit off a Point Doom. And if he sits off Point Doom, I think Point Doom's can get loose.
Yeah.
So now I'm a little worried about that. But you would think if Point Doom goes and is loose, that Rajiv is going to put pressure on fairly early. So I don't know. I'm kind of 3-4 at this moment, even though I started the day 4-6. I kind of think the 3's a little more dangerous here.
I think this is a very competitive group. This is a fun stakes race.
Yeah.
I was disappointed to see Awfully Cool scratch, but then I saw him on the overnight at Parks either Monday or Tuesday, so I know where he is. I do get him.
Nice. That's awesome. So you'll bounce around a little bit. August, you've got a little play time.
Yeah, that's it. Mostly just kind of enjoying my horses. For those of you that follow my Palomino horse, he got pretty hurt last June or July, so he's been on the sidelines rehabbing for a real long time, and we're inching towards our comeback. We're about halfway there, so I'm just going to get to enjoy some time hacking around on him and helping him rebuild his fitness.
That's awesome. Well, that's
So no horse shows this year, but
yeah.
I'm optimistic I'll get to horse show maybe in Florida next spring.
Well, it's good. I mean, look, it's you hope the journey would be smoother and stay smooth, but what makes the comeback so sweet sometimes is the setback. So
well, and it's interesting. The injury he did is typically an injury you see in racehorses, not in jumpers. He essentially bowed a tendon, but like in a very weird place that is very, very usually a racetrack sort of thing. So
that's interesting.
Horses.
Horses.
They will teach you patience. They will give you a good sense of humor. But it's been very rewarding kind of bringing him to this far along. So we'll see.
I want to talk you away from this conversation because I know how emotional you get about
Oh, no,
this.
it's all good. I'm happy. I'm very lucky to have both him and my old one. I mean, what a trippy. If anyone follows on social media, they knew him 19 years ago when he was a racehorse at Suffolk Downs, and I've been dragging him around with me ever since. He's 22 now, and he's kind of still tootling around too. So it's a gift to have them.
Yeah.
19 years is a long time to love anything. It's a really long time. It's my entire adult life has been in parallel to this horse, which is a really cool thing.
Yep. All right, we've got.
You should come ride one of them.
No, I don't think that's.
Have you ever
happen.
sat on one?
No, on any horse?
Yeah.
Like I did like one of these, like one of these riding ranch things when I was like maybe 10 years old or something.
You should come ride
It's like
one.
this big fat horse that you just sit on and walk slowly, like, plop, 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 plop.
Yeah, I mean that's what mine do too. Like mine are also fat and just plop, plop, plop around. Like my social media content is mostly feeding them weird things. But you should come. You should come ride one.
We'll see.
We can. I don't know. Chat. Bully Dan into this. Dan gives into peer pressure awfully quickly.
We need the chat to give us their picks in this race more than anything, and then we can, and then I'll start listening to them. Let me see. I'm just getting these bets in.
The priorities are in order here.
Yeah, I like 3-4 here. I think 3-4 is it's worth a swing. You're getting 6-1, 7-1. I can't look in this moment at what the exact probables are, but or will pays are, but. I'm sure it's a decent price.
Talking to Rajiv sort of talked me onto Grande a little bit.
It?
Yeah. So I'm going to use him underneath Point Doom. But
So you're going with the 3 now, too? Or is that kind of where you were anyway?
That's kind of where I am. I think there's a chance he gets loose.
Nice.
And again, you become a little biased when you call the horses.
Yeah.
You absolutely do, because and especially when you've called them when they've won or run well. So I have seen them on their best day. And that kind of sticks in your mind a little bit. So playing announcer and handicapper can sometimes be conflicting.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, honestly, it's tough. I mean, I try not to get into. I mean, I have 1/100th of the exposure to the stories and the horses and the people that you do on a daily basis, and I still get caught up in a story, and I'm just like, oh, this is everything. I can't wait for this horse to run again or this thing to happen.
One thing that was really hard for me is when I had a friend who was a jockey. I like all the jockeys. I root for all the jockeys. But when it's your friend out there, it's really different.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting thing calling races because there's what's coming out of your mouth, and then you have a second train of thought, or maybe this is just me and I'm very strange, but I've never talked to any other announcer about this. But you have what you're saying, but then you have a very clear and separate train of thought. Like the other day, a horse I really, really liked, he's usually a big closer. He went to the lead, and I'm saying what's happening and being cool about it, but in my mind I'm like, why are you doing this?
Early in the race,
what are you doing?
Yeah.
And
So how did he finish?
I mean, he's going to be a really interesting fox hunter, I think. I am trying to get him to be a fox hunter.
So he didn't win the race?
No. He needs a little career counseling.
Okay.
But
that's where you come in.
I'm trying. But you have kind of separate trains of thought during it, and that's a really weird part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, my first year there was no train of thought. There was mostly just internal screaming. So I think that's been...
So I've heard a couple of like track, because most tracks, like I think it's what surprised people. Like most tracks don't have any restrictions on like the announcers betting on the races. Like I thought that was surprising to me at least. And I know for me, if I would like, I've read Jason Beam's book and like how he was betting on races and watching them, and like I could not even form words. Like I scream, like if I got $1 that I've got on the line, I'm screaming and going nuts, and I can't talk about anything else or focus on anything else.
I very rarely bet the races I'm calling on.
It's tough, right? I mean, you can't focus, I wouldn't think.
I want to be entirely like in the moment of the races.
Yeah.
But I do think that's hard, because it's hard to not give yourself away if you do have like a significant wager, or like a horse that is going to pay off in a significant way.
You're like, she sounds happy.
Yeah, right?
Interesting.
Yeah.
$5,000 claimer. I've never seen this much joy. All right, the horses are going to the gate here. Here's Rajiv. We didn't even talk to him about the fact. I mean, you know, he was out for the better part of like 3 years. He was away, retired, was doing other things.
I think the adrenaline just pulls them back in.
Yeah. All right, we're going to give you full screen on this. You can watch this race, and we'll come back out on the other side of this and wrap up. Hope you've enjoyed. Good luck.
East Avenue in the Godolphin blue. East Avenue coming up. Going in. We're ready to go. And they're off in the Salvator Mile. A good start from the favorite Bishop's Bay, who's forward early. C Streak, the Jersey bred, facing Open Company on a hold, asked to ration his speed, and there's Point Doom down on the inside. The Carter winner, Point Doom inside of the favorite Bishop's Bay, who claims the second spot, but Point Doom's on top, leads the way a half length. Bishop's Bay not letting that one get a loose lead. He's a half length behind and running in second. Then a line of three. Grand Mo the first, C Streak, Grande down on the inside, East Avenue at the back, kept out of harm's way on the outside in a compact group. He's 5 off the pace. Down the back stretch they go. Point Doom and Angel Cruz lead the way here. A half length in front of Bishop's Bay. C Streak getting closer, 3 wide, and Bishop's Bay is even with Point Doom down the back stretch run. C Streak right behind, 3 wide, 3/4 of a length behind. A length and a half to East Avenue. Grand Mo the first between horses. Grande under pressure, dropping to the back as they go into the far turn. Point Doom is asked for more. Bishop's Bay still between horses, and C Streak at 65-1 is moving up. 3 wide with Bishop's Bay. Point Doom calls it an afternoon, is plummeting back. East Avenue in the third position, sent hard hitting the quarter pole. Bishop's Bay on the lead narrowly here. C Streak has put up a mighty effort at a big number, but he's second behind Bishop's Bay, and East Avenue's ready to roll. East Avenue on the outside making his bid towards the lead. They come down the lane. Bishop's Bay, East Avenue right together. Bishop's Bay finding more. Bishop's Bay, the heart of a champion. East Avenue on the outside, right there, a neck behind. Bishop's Bay, East Avenue, neck and neck. Bishop's Bay and East Avenue. It's a photo finish that maybe went to East Avenue on the outside. These two in a photo finish with C Streak third and Granbo the first was fourth.
Well, our handicapping was mostly off. I think we'd faded East Avenue.
At least I had one winner today.
You did. You started out really strong, and that at the end of the day is the only win I think we notched. So that's good.
I am cheap speed.
Speaking of Point Doom,
he is not cheap speed.
Not good.
He was just speed.
No, that's insulting. He's obviously a very nice horse, but they may consider I don't know.
I think we have some stakes races at Parks that he'll really enjoy.
Yeah, cutting back and dropping down, I think would be a good first move. But I mean, and it's crazy. I mean, he won the Carter, and was very gutsy.
No, I wouldn't be terribly bummed out about that sort of effort. Like, he ran his race. Bishop's Bay is a legitimate Grade 1 kind of horse.
Yeah.
And
East Avenue.
Good for him.
Wow. I mean, honestly. Nice race, congrats. He had to win that race. That race set up perfectly for him.
I think so highly of Brendan Walsh. So I do hope this horse kind of finally pieces all of the things together.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Well, and horses do, I think, learn how to win or how to lose. So if they're constantly kind of getting into these spots where they're just either not good enough, not fit enough, whatever, they kind of learn that maybe that's the job, is to like stay with your friends, right?
I think the mile is right for this horse. I mean, I'm looking at everything beyond a mile, and there's, unless, with the exception of the one race where he's like loose on the lead.
Sure.
He's getting tired late. He had just enough there.
He looks very jolly about himself. He looks so pleased.
Yeah. No, this could be a really nice miler the rest of the year. I mean, this is a nice. That was a nice effort, and you know, we talked about it, Rajiv, how like jockeys could get confidence riding.
Sure.
I think the horses know. They go back now. He's going to take the winner's circle photo. Everybody's going to be giving him a little extra love and be like, hey, you know what? I like that. I want to do more of that. Just got to get my nose down. just got to win the race.
And I think that's sometimes what separates like the good ones from the really great ones, is the really great ones really understand kind of the objective out there. And there are good ones that get by on, you know, physical supremacy or just sheer talent, but the great ones know.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, well, big step there for East Avenue, getting up over Bishop's Bay to win the Salvator Mile, and that is the last of how many stakes races we do today?
We had four. We had four stakes races.
All right, awesome show. Thanks for coming out here again.
Thank you for having me, and thanks to Monmouth for putting us up. This is always such a fun part of the calendar.
All right, Morocco, Brazil.
You want Morocco?
Yeah.
Morocco.
Okay, Nick Spurs.
I wish for your happiness, Dan.
That sounds like Spurs to me. Oh, man.
Go Celtics. Right?
Go Celtics. Okay. All right. Well, thank you to everyone who watched.
Thank you to the crew.
Yes, J.D. Mitchell, Alex Probst, J.D. Mitchell setting up. I always want to explain to, like, we got to do a video just showing all the cables that J.D. runs and all the wires and everything else. It's quite the setup.
And wrangling you.
And and just dealing with all the nonsense. So thank you, JD. Thank you, Alex. I'm glad we got to the Pegasus. That was good. We got to that race. Remember that race? I'm glad we did it. I'm glad we did it. And now we just got a lot of like stress and stomach acid that's gonna come up here with
not all of us.
The next game coming
I'm
up.
gonna have a very peaceful Saturday night.
Oh, I'm happy. I'm looking. Yeah. Look out on social for some live reactions to these games coming up. Anyway, as I said again, thank you to Jessica for coming out and making time for us here, and thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you to everyone.
Thank you to Monmouth. Yeah, and thank you to you, Dan. Thank you to you.
Oh, you tell what I was waiting for. I was just waiting. It's like, thank you. Who else have we missed? Who have we missed? No. Awesome. Thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you next time. Ooh, my arm. We'll see you next time.
It's America's original sport, and no one covers it better than americasbestracing.net. From the sport to the lifestyle, the best races, horses, and destination venues, cocktails, gambling, fashion, and more. americasbestracing.net is a sport for you.